Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here for late vibes, man. Late transfer talk with the brothers in the building. You get me? We're here. Man, them. Everyone good? Everyone blessed? What we saying, man?
Oh, good, man.
Yeah, what up, boys?
This is not going to be civil war today. Don't worry, people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Stella?
Stella, I don't know, Don't know. You might be here in a bit.
I've been looking for him. I want to hunt him down.
Getting the host already.
Looking for him.
He getting the host ready. He getting a couple grenades ready. He coming.
Yeah.
He's at Elephant and Castle. That's where he at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find him, bro. I'm gonna find him.
I don't know, man. But yeah, last week we were talking about Anthony and Garnacho, and then it just went off, man. But listen, we're here. We're talking. Yeah. That's for the classic. It's still there. It's still there. If you want to watch it, guys, you can go watch it. It happened this time last week. But listen, people, talking about kicking off, bro. Like, we got to discuss this Ruben Amorim, man. He caused damage to the big screen television in Man United's dressing room during a furious critique of his players' performance in the defeat to Brighton. The TV used to go through tactics before kickoff was caught as a collateral and would require fixing before the Rangers game on Thursday. Damn. So, boy, what do you make of this one, man? Them like, yo, it's crazy out here, man.
I'm glad you're starting with this side, by the way.
Yeah. Before the transfer news, we'll get into this, man.
I'm glad.
Go on, you start off.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think he.
So sorry. Do you want to go or?
No. Go ahead, my brother.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I've had massive concerns about Amorim's press conferences. I'll be honest, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like he's too negative, bro. It's always it's gonna take time, or we're not good enough. Like, it's so like when a new manager comes in, you're supposed to uplift the place, bro.
Okay.
Like, you want to come in, even if you don't like. Part of people think being in press conferences is about being 100% honest. It's not. Sometimes you've got to massage the truth. Like, you're a mix between like a psychologist and a salesperson. So you've got to sell it to the fans, what you're doing. But part of it is you're talking to the players and you've got to uplift them. You can tell them.
Also, it's not being about reality though as well, being realistic and honesty. You don't want. Yeah,
you can have a little bit of that. So you're gonna have a little bit of that, but part of it is you've got to get the players to believe that they're the best thing in the world, and that's how they perform. That's how they perform. If you tell them they're shit, they will believe they're shit. Even if they're shit, you got to say, "Hey, I believe in my players. I think we can win the next game." Where's that positive message? I'm not seeing any. I'm just trying to be 100% honest, bro.
I agree. Oh, yeah.
Like, all I'm saying is, when you come in and a new manager comes in and people say, "Oh, this manager's uplifted the place. Everybody's excited to come into work." That's what I want from Amorim. Like, what he's doing at the moment, and this is my assessment, is he's in self-preservation mode. What is he doing? He's trying to buy himself some time. He understands a lot of these players are not.
You asking?
Not
like Oli treatment. Like, you want somebody to come in and you're asking for like Ole Gunnar type of. Oh, you want the coach to come in and kiss you and hug you.
Yeah, like that kind of that approach.
So, and just be real. We just got clapped at home 3-1. In 10 games, we only won 2 games. In 10 games, we only won 2 games. And you want the guy to come and give you a hug and kiss and
great point. So
it's gonna be better, but no, for real.
With that. So is his approach working then? So this has been his approach since day one. His approach since day one.
I think the problem was that he came in too positive. I think he came in with a lot of like player management.
His first press conference after who did we play? Ipswich, where we got boffed off the park. Yeah. We got dominated in the Ipswich game. His first press conference after that game was, "It's going to take time. We're not good enough." Like, it's all negative. Like, part of it is you have to sell to the players that they can achieve great things. Like, that they can dream about great things. And then maybe you don't reach that. Maybe you reach 50% of that. But the other thing is, this is not 1992. People need to understand it. It's not the hairdryer treatment era. The way young men and young people in the world grow up today is that they feed on positivity. You've got to tell them, "Hey, you can achieve great things." This doesn't, and people conflate this. This does not mean that you have low expectations or your standards are low. Sometimes Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had low standards for players. Players could do whatever they wanted. Do not conflate the two. You can have high standards, but provide a positive. I believe in you. You can achieve great things. What he's doing at the moment is preserving. He's trying to tell us, hey, we've got one of the worst United teams in history. It's not really my fault. That's what he's doing at the moment. And if you tell them that they were the worst United team in history, they're going to play like the worst United team in history. But if you tell them, hey, you can achieve great things, you might only get 50% there. That's all I'm saying. You might only, but you do much better than telling them that they're crap. And I think he needs to change. Otherwise, there's big problems coming, man. I
want to hear a different opinion. To be fair, like we have to have this different opinion because a lot of people have said we want the harsh treatment. We want it to be, maybe Andrew's saying we need to have a balance. You can't just be negative. But then again, what is deemed as negative when the reality is negative? Like you can't
I think
Saeed, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Andrew, respectfully, we already play like the worst Manchester United team in history, or one of the worst Manchester United teams in history. Right? This is not new. We've been bad for a long time. Okay? We've gone through players being coddled. We've gone through different tactical approaches. At some point, you need to wake these guys up. Like they are being bopped up the pack week after week. No amount of positive reinforcement is going to make them play better. Like Amorim is known to be a coach who defends his players. So for him to be this pissed off should actually be very scary for the fan base. He is pissed. The players are not following instructions.
It's because
they're not working hard enough.
They are.
No amount of I love you, I think you're the best in the world will make them do that. Okay? So at some point, as a fan base,
what do you think of this?
Fan base,
sorry, go. Yeah, continue.
so
Sorry.
I'm just saying, as a fan base, you need to understand that coaches get pissed. The fact that it's being reported because it's Manchester United is actually frustrating. Pep Guardiola goes ballistic at his players.
Boy was beating
It's
himself.
not
I was
new.
just about to say the same thing. Boy was
He
beating
goes
himself.
mad. Like he goes insane. Have you seen Pep mad? He goes crazy.
No, I'm not saying. So the argument I'm making is that it's not that he can't go crazy, but Pep Guardiola never downplays expectations. What I'm saying is he is, with his words, what he's portraying to the players is low expectations. We're not good enough. It's going to take time. And if you do that, they start to believe it, even if it's true. But if you can massage it in a way where you can massage it in a way that's going to have a positive, hey, we're not the best right now, but we can achieve great things and we can do this, then the confidence starts to build. And then you might go off if you realize.
Do you know how deluded that would look? Do you know how deluded that would look as Amorim will come in and be like,
and you can't compare
we can do all these good things.
Pep created a team. Pep
he
was
created
already winning titles. Pep already has these players that are playing under him are understanding what he does. So what's going on and look what's going on in City, for example. Shit is not rolling like how he wants it. Already, these men already spent 200 million in 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks, he already dropped like about a good 200 million. 75 on Marmouche, 50 on that kid from Lens, that kid, the amazing center back, 50 on the other Brazilian center back, and then they got the other men's the other defender, I think his name was. Bro, they already spent. And again, it's Pep Guardiola. This man, from the get-go, he told you, he said, yo, can I come next year? It's like he knew what was going on. Can I come next year? I'd rather come next year. They said, no, now or never. He comes in now. On top of that, he tried to be positive, try to play understanding, and he just tells you, he told you from the get-go, we're going to see a storm, and we just need patience. I'd rather shit.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that, bro.
But you have to.
Hated that.
Because, no, you can't. But let's be honest. You want to hear, oh my
but
God.
Players.
No, because honestly,
they don't deserve compassion, man.
Saeed, I believe this with all my heart, man. Like you cannot come out and say those things.
What?
I honestly believe
we
that.
are. Hold on a minute. No,
okay. You know what I hated more? I hated more that Eric Ten Hag used to come out every damn press conference and tell me that we won 2 trophies.
Exactly.
And the system was there and that we were the better team.
Do you want that? Do you want that?
True. There's a balance.
Well, let me ask you a question, Alex. What do you say to alcoholic? What do you say to alcoholic?
What?
What do you say to an alcoholic that suffers from a lot of drinking?
You need AA. Right? You need AA meetings and you need to
get some help. Get some help.
Yeah, get some help and say, yo, listen, you need to stop drinking. You cannot drink anymore. These Man United players, he's got to tell them, yo, you man are not playing the way you want to do. We have to ride the storm. We have to suffer. He's telling the fans, suffer. Don't get expectations that we're going to be back already. We're not. We're not.
And my response to that, Saeed, with all due respect, my response to that is if you tell them they're going to suffer, and if you believe you're going to suffer, then you're 100% going to suffer. But if you
why is that the
hey,
only response, though? Why is that the only response? Why isn't the response we're going to suffer?
You breed what you sow. You breed what you sow.
Let's go out and work hard. Why is that the only response? Is I'm a weakling. Oh, my manager. Why aren't you going? Why aren't you ready to show him up? I don't understand the mentality of this club is dead. Like it's ridiculous. At Real Madrid, do you think if they go through a losing streak, they just got bashed by Barcelona? Do you think the coach is cuddling them and telling them, "Hey, yo, you guys are good"? No, he's like, "Are you serious? Are you mad? This is an outrage." Yep. We are 13th. We are battling in relegation zones and form. I cannot. It will be mad for the manager of Manchester United to come out and be saying positive things right now. It would be a huge disconnect because the players they are in bad form. They know.
No, but it's not even. So this is from the first day that he started. He is statistically the worst manager in Manchester United history. He's statistically, our results have gotten so much worse. So his current approach of being negative, telling him that they're no good, telling us that it's not working.
But
it's not working.
Let's not take stuff out of context.
This current path, he needs to change current path.
Wait.
Just quickly.
You made an argument. You made a claim. You got to provide the evidence for the claim. The claim that you just made was that he's been telling these players that they're horrible. He never came and said these players are horrible.
He never really said that.
Last game was the only time to say that he said this is the and he said this is the worst.
What do you think? What do you think saying this is the worst Manchester United in history means? What do you think that means?
Hold up, is he lying?
He's saying factually we are the worst.
He said you got a manager who's losing more than the manager that you got fired. So he called
it's one of the most ridiculous. It's one of the most ridiculous statements any manager has ever made. One of the most ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You lost it.
Again, what's ridiculous? What's ridiculous is that we think that the norm of bigging up players for losing is fine. That's what's ridiculous. What's ridiculous is that
no one said that though. No one said that.
They're taking 300 and 350 a week.
And what would you say? What would you say in a press conference?
What would you say, Ange?
If a journalist asks you,
this is Amorim's job. Great question. This is Amorim's job. His first job. When he comes in, he needs to change the mood and the mood around the club. But the other thing he has to do, and part of that changing that mood, he needs to create belief within the players. So however you do it,
these players suck. These players suck. What believe?
Wait, let me finish, bro.
If you believe that the good is,
can I finish my point?
Okay, let him finish his point.
Please, can I finish my point? So, who cares if they're the worst players in the world? But you still have to create belief. I think you're conflating the issue. You're conflating the issue. Your job is to have an idea that you're going to sell to the players, and then within that idea, you need to get them to believe that they can execute that idea. You might say that these are 3 out of 10 players. These are some of the worst United players in history. I'm probably agree with you. I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I'm saying that to get them to improve and to get them to play better football, there needs to be belief before any tactical things. So you have that idea, you sell it to them, and then they need to believe in that idea. And then all your words, your actions need to align with that. That's how you build a culture, and that's how you build a team.
That is one approach. If this were his players.
Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong.
I agree.
No. Let me make my point. If he signed them and he actually had players that were part of his profile, kind of like Pep, right? He's built this team. They know who he is, all that kind of stuff. So sometimes, you can choose to be, what you're saying. But this is not his team. They don't know him. Right? He's not been here 2 years, 3 years like Den Hag. He's just coming midway to the season. He needs to get a reaction.
Yep.
So going, guys, I believe in you, this thing. No, we are in the worst form in our history. That hasn't sunk into their heads yet. They are comfortable. They're in a comfortable place. There's no punishment for losses. There's nothing. So how do you reach someone that is that far gone? We have hit breaking point as a football club. When you do that as a human being, where the motivation is that low, no amount of positive reinforcement is going to change your life. Just on a personal level.
What approach would you go with?
On a personal level, you need a shock to the system. You need a shock to the system when you're this bad.
Facts.
When you're performing this bad in any sport, anything, anybody will tell you, whether it's combat sports, whether it is football, soccer, basketball. When you're this bad, you don't need you need a shock. You need to wake up. You need to see a reality. Because if he starts framing a different thing, that hey guys, just believe. I believe. No, they need to take personal responsibility. This is their football club too. If they're not ready to fight for it, then they're gonna go.
Yeah.
That's the reality. They need to fight for it.
Can we say some? Facts? Let's say some facts. How many times have I seen a 3-on-1 being missed? How many chances have we seen being missed out the game? How many chances have I seen Onana mistakes? How many times I've seen defensive mistakes? Is that up to Amorim now? From the minute he came into this club, Ange, I think he's been very realistic with the fans, with the players, and he's setting expectations. He's setting expectations. I'd rather a coach that come tell me as real as it is than to come tell me that there's hope and there's faith and we're gonna win a 5-game winning streak. Because we've seen that with
we don't want to need a Marcel. Imagine Marcel as a coach.
We've seen
no,
that.
No, talk, man. Imagine Marcel tell us we're gonna win 4 out of 5.
Shout out Marcel.
Shout out Marcel. You know what I'm saying?
We've seen that run, a crazy run against Eric Ten Hag, but zero improvement in actual football. I actually see improvement in football on the pitch. But then again, you could bring the horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink. It's really simple as that.
Facts.
He's setting the tactics.
That's a good one.
He's using what he has to perform, but these players are not performing. And we could start from keeper up. And these are the same keepers. These are the same players that Eric Ten Hag broke in, but are the same players that got Eric Ten Hag sucked because mentally they couldn't handle. Mentally, Anthony had a tantrum for trying to play left back one game. Mentally, these players cannot just adjust to anything, and that's the problem. We're playing with the new system, and the players are just not good enough to adjust to what this man wants to play.
I hear you, bro. So my view, and this is just my view, I found him uninspiring. I'll be honest, and my view is unless there's a change in approach, he won't be in a job next year.
Let me ask you a question. Do you prefer Ten Hag's style of communication or Amorim's? Do you reckon?
In the middle of those two, Ten Hag was deluded.
Give me a manager that is an example of what you're talking about.
Those two though.
Ole?
No, so you know where I get my cues from. So I love sport. I watch a lot. Like I look at like NFL. There's a coach called Dan Campbell. He coaches the Detroit Lions.
Is he good? Is he a good coach?
He coaches the Detroit Lions, and he's coming, and the way he talks about his players and the way he's got them all bloody believing, and that's what coaching is. It's about having these crazy goals. Wait, let me finish, bro. Come on, man.
Buddy, this is not Coach Carter. This is not Coach Carter. This is Manchester United, and we suck. This is not Coach Carter.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I'll be honest, bro. I'll be honest. So in terms of man management, I reckon soccer's way below a lot of other sports in terms of man management. I think soccer's like a lot of the man management in soccer is not that great. And Amorim we have a warped view of Amorim because Ten Hag was so bad with communication. And Amorim's not that great with communication.
Would you say Sir Alex Ferguson was a great man manager?
He done it for 25 years. He got better from day one till the end. He was one of the best.
Oh man, Ange, what you smoked today?
So that man kicked the boots in David Beckham's face. Okay, some of those things he did then would probably not fly now. But at the end point, motivation is not enough. At this point, Manchester United, motivation is not enough because it needs to be you need to make a decision. I know what you're talking about young people, right? But motivation is not enough. Yeah? In personal life, I've worked in...
You're missing the point, bro.
Understand what I'm saying? I've in real life, right? I've worked in sales career for a lot of companies for a long time. Motivation is not anything. You need to have discipline. You need to have it within you to go out and say, I am going to break my body for Manchester United, whether my coach is A or B or C. The fact he's saying we are the worst team in Manchester United history, he's taking himself out of it because he wants the players to take personal responsibility. This is going on your CV. This is going on your record. Wake up and perform. We can't keep doing this thing as a club where, the coach needs to do X, Y, Z. Why do the players keep getting scot-free?
So, I just don't think that approach works. My view is you have an idea, yeah, and you sell that idea, and you get everybody in that organization to believe that idea, and then you bring them along. And those that don't come along, that don't meet the standard.
That's what he's done. That's what he's done. He's shipped out Rashford.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Rashford.
He's not even selling his idea. He's saying it's going to take time. It's going to do this.
It's going to take time because it's a new idea. Of course,
let me get Crew Baller in. Crew Baller, I'm not hearing from you, and then we're going to get Super Chat. What do you think? Just to kind of end this topic, because I want to move on to transfers. What do you think? You've heard Ange, you've heard, the rest of us. What do you think, bro? What should we do in terms of this situation now?
Yeah, what a lot of people are not realizing is that when he came into the job and when he said, you know what, it's going to take time, it's because this guy, psychologically, he's already seen these players. Like, the thing is with Amorim, he's not somebody that's blind to things. And you could see it by the way he speaks, his body language. That's why I can't agree that he's not a good communicator. He is. But when he came into the job, he'd already seen the kind of players that were there. He knows his system. He knows how he wants to play. And even in that press conference, if you look at his body language and the way he said it, and he was like, listen, you got your headlines now. Like, he knows exactly what he's trying to do. Another thing is, when you're looking at...
What's he trying to do?
Let me finish, please. Let me finish.
Let him land.
When you're looking at the dressing room as well, and I think Brian alluded to this, he knows that the players that react to this in a bad way are not going to be his players, because he's already mentioned in the past, he wants to get Manchester United back to the top. So to get Manchester United back to the top, there's a kind of mentality you can't have in the dressing room. It's impossible. So if certain players react negatively to what he's saying, he already knows that, you know what, these players won't be my type of players, because you don't win. How many times have we seen, I'm not trying to compare, but how many times have you seen dressing rooms, especially Man City, Pep, and look how he talks to the players. The guy, he looks like he wants to rip the players' heads off, but that's the only way he can keep the players motivated to win 4 titles in a row. You're not going to pamper players and expect them to do better every single time. Sometimes the players, even Ferguson used to do it. He's a good manager. United used to be like, it's 1-1, but he'd go off at the players just so that they don't get complacent. So even him saying it's the worst team in history, sometimes you can see that psychologically he's trying to trigger something. He's trying to get a reaction. He's even said it to the press that, guys, here's your headlines, and he's giving them a little smirk. I know you guys want your headlines. There you go, like that. But he knows he's obviously not going to be telling the players, you're rubbish, you're rubbish, you're rubbish. But he's trying to also see a reaction, because everything he's tried until now hasn't worked. And he obviously knows that most of these players are not good enough. But he wants to see which players are going to actually take in a better way and like fix up. Because Man United are 40. He's looking at the how big United are. You can't be 14th as Man United. You can't be 14th. So when he's looking at it statistically, and since Ferguson's been there, bro, we're one of the worst Man United teams in modern day football. It's not even a lie. That's another thing. So at the end of the day, I trust him. I think he's doing the right thing, and I don't think he's lied. United haven't got better, but I think also he knows a lot of these players are not his players. So I think what he said, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I don't think he done that like he doesn't look like somebody that just emotionally said it. He looks like it's something that he knows what he's saying. They were really poor. Emotions were high as well, but I think it's calculated. So yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on to transfer news. Let's get these super chats involved, guys. There's one point.
I really can't move on to my boy. He wants love and love is blind in the end. I'm like, I'm really confused with that, bro. Love is
no.
He wants the Love and Blind Series 8 at Old Trafford. Like I'm confused. I really like Andrew.
Love and Blind Man United edition. You know what I mean?
It's baffling. It's baffling, bro. I'm befuddled. I'm befuddled with some statement. These
we'll see. He won't be a job at starting next year.
I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, when you watch the game, like, you don't get.
He won't be in the job at starting next year. I'm feeling like 80% sure of that.
Why? Yeah, why? That means you want him out though. You want him out though.
So the other thing is, the other thing is, this is the other big issue. This is the other big issue. What we've done as fan base is we've conflated the formation with a style of play. So he can't make any. So what we've done is said, his style of play is his formation. So Pep Guardiola, he's used 6 different formations this year, but no one will accuse Pep Guardiola of changing his style of play. No one's going to accuse. But what he does is based on the opposition, based on the personnel that's available to him, he'll tweak the formation while still keeping his core principles and his philosophy of play. Whereas Amorim.
No, but what do you think is Liverpool, Arsenal, and what's the other game as well? I think we played well in them games. You didn't see him adapt as well.
We didn't play well against Arsenal. We just defended our ball. We played well against Liverpool. We played well
with 10 men.
We did not play.
We played with 10 men.
When we were 11 on 11. When we were 11 on 11, we were getting boffed off the park like nothing.
What?
It was worse.
That's exaggerating, man. How many chances did they have? They had one chance, bro, and that was Martin Elliott was offside, wasn't it? There wasn't many chances.
We couldn't get pressure on the ball.
This is what I'm respect Amorim about too. This is what I'm respect Amorim. My man came out and said, if I can't play my formation in my style, then I lost myself, and I'm not going to change who I am. Respect, brother.
And when you play a 3 at the back system,
knowing that he's going to do it his way, and that's the problem. We always got to adjust to some bullshit.
No, I just want to address this Angie's point about him not being tactically flexible really quickly. So when you play a 3 at the back system, that system is very flexible because you can change to 5 at the back, you can play 5-4-1, you can play 5-3-2, you can play 3-4-3. The formation constantly changes depending on what the opposition is doing. It's not just rigid 3-4-3, because if you're just playing rigid 3-4-3, we're not even doing that really well right now, if I'm being honest with you, because we don't have the players to play effectively.
Exactly.
His main idea, which is 3-4-3. So you're incorrect with that assessment, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get these super chats in before we move on. Ravel says, I prefer João Felix over Cunha or Cherki. Fergie will never say bad about the club publicly. Adiwale says he tried to be positive when he first came in, and these players didn't perform. It's on Ineos to get him players to suit his system. These players don't suit it. That's on Ineos for hiring him. Big up Jaden says, how you say, hope next time I can meet you. Apologies, Jaden, man. Honestly, bro, it was a mad busy day. And yeah, man, next time, bro. You get me? Next time, bro. Appreciate it, man. Just Waffling says, yeah, I'm backing Amorim, but he better hope Ineos is too. If these players outlast him, we are generally finished after those performances. Big up Atunda. It says, in American football, coaches yell and break stuff all of the time. It doesn't stop the good players from playing good. This is coming from an American football player. I play for Auburn. Sorry, Ange. Who's Auburn? Is that a college team, bro? Yeah, big up to you, man. Yeah, big up, man. Yo, listen, hopefully one day NFL, man. Big up to you. Victor J says
he played. He got red. That's it. It's done for him.
No, he's playing, isn't it? He's still playing, isn't it? Yeah, he's still playing, man. Victor J says, world-class players, a shock is needed, not positivity. And English Charlie says, Angie's right. We're blinded by a new manager love right now, just like 22-23 Eric Ten Hag when he was the savior. His job is to win games, not press conferences. Let's talk on transfers, man, because that's one thing we need right now. I can't lie. We need help, man. We need reinforcements. Let's talk on Dorgu. Who here rates Dorgu? Who is liking the idea of Dorgu? Do you think we're paying too much money for him? I'll start with you, Estrella. You think we're paying enough money for him? Do you know what he's about? Today, we witnessed Alvaro Fernandez today, who I thought was outstanding today. Could pay 16 million for him, buyback clause, but what are you saying?
Well, I'm going to say Dorgu. I'm not going to pretend like I know bundles amount about him. I have looked at a few games that he's played. He seems like a proper academy baller, if you know what I mean. So, like,
yeah,
you see these players that played men's first team football, like they just know how to play like the occasion, the league. He seems like he's been a system player from like youth. Like the way he carries the ball, the passes that he makes, the runs that he makes, he's very athletic. He's got feet. I think he's 6'2". Again, he's 20 years old. I think
wow, he's 6'2".
Yeah, I think he's 6'2". Yeah, 6'2".
Wow.
I think we're quoted around 30 million for him. I think that's a push. I think again a Malacia range, like maybe 15, pushing 20 with add-ons. I mean, or add-ons with 20. Yeah. I think 30 mil is too much.
Yeah, they offer 30 mil.
30 mil is way too much.
30 million euros, which is around 23. But I think let's say one more. Let's say 140 million euros.
So you see my problem now. This is why I said the selling of Garnacho. Yeah, I'm not emotionally attached to any player at this club. Yeah, my thing is if you're gonna sell when we don't need to sell, you get the correct price for them. We bought Mason Mount for 55 million with 1 year left on his deal with injury-ridden season. We let James Garner go for peanuts. We let Alvaro Fernandez go for peanuts. We let David De Gea after winning the Golden Glove. We went for free. Pogba free. At what point are you going to put your foot down and just say, "Give me my money"?
No, we low-key cooked with James Garner. We sold him for like 15 mil.
15 million. I was going to say that one. I don't mind.
That was a come up.
Huh?
That wasn't too bad.
Let Garner go for 15 mil. That's a come up.
Which one's not too bad? Which one's not too bad?
James Garner, who isn't playing at Everton right now. He's not even on the first team. He's nowhere near to
He won't be touching the field
right now that's fine. But in context, at the time when we sold him, we was dying for somebody in his position, and then we just let him go because there was other people that needs to go before him. But again, because there was no suitors to the people on high wages that weren't performing, we sold a youth player. And for me, if every one of you hates Garnacho or whoever in the comments don't rate him, that's fine. But just remember, you're going to also be president. You're going to be in charge of this decision that you make. Because what's to stop them in the summer saying we still don't have money? We've rinsed out the Garnacho money and Mainu's next, or it's another young player. None of you lot are deep in this. If this happens now, this is setting precedent for what United are going to do in the future. It's not just a one-off. I hope people know this. It's not just a one-off.
Shrella.
So, Shrella, we've talked about this. Sorry, we've talked about this in the group chat in regards to the fee. So there's what Garnacho is worth, right? And there's what Manchester United want for him. And there's what clubs will realistically pay for him. We can say we want 75 million pounds, right? Realistically, there are not many clubs that can pay that money or will want to pay that money. So that one, you have to be flexible. I don't mind setting the price high because then you can negotiate to a point where both clubs are happy with what you're going to pay. So the fee we've already set for him, what in your set for him, it's not bad. We said, what, 75 million pounds or euros?
That's what I'm saying.
I think
Would
euros.
you take 75 mil for him?
Why are you going down? Wait, quick one. When we was linked to Jonathan Bradford, how much did they say to us? 75 million. Did they lower their price? Why is everyone going silent? Go and speak.
Nobody paid it.
No. But also the ceiling.
I
was going to say your internet's moving mad.
We go silent. I just thought you was going to follow up with something.
Sorry.
No, but the thing is with Brentford though. Like,
no, I was saying Jonathan Bradford when we was linked with him.
Yeah.
Garnacho's homegrown as well, by the way. Just let you know. You know he's homegrown as well. Cool.
But nobody paid that.
Nobody paid it. That was
crazy.
But United actually said he's not worth it.
Right now.
Cool, but did they end up selling him for a lower price? Did they negotiate? Or is he still there?
They didn't even sell him.
If we came in for Brentford this summer, Saeed, remember I told you this.
Yeah.
Right? If we waited a year, if we wanted him really, we'd pay like 45, 50 mil for him. So that's what will happen with Garnacho. Sometimes, it's good to set the high price, but I'm telling you, if this opportunity passes, like it passed for Rashford 2 years ago, when we would have gotten money for him.
Facts.
Garnacho might be watching 25 million next season.
Respectfully, Brian, Rashford was 27, so 2 years ago he was 25. Garnacho is 20 years old.
In his prime.
Look at he was in his prime because he's never hit his prime. Let's not do that.
No, don't do that. But he was still though at that point though in his prime. It's not about what you think, it's about what other people think.
Saeed, what do you mean? Let's not do that. No,
Saeed. It's not about what you think. It's not your glasses.
What do you mean?
No, but what I'm saying is, in their eyes,
the Garnacho thing for once. Yeah.
Can you come back? Well,
I'm going to say, forget the Garnacho thing for 1 second.
Yo, Steven, Strella, reboot your internet, please, bro, because it's not going to work out. You know what I mean? It's not going to come. But, listen, for me, so what's Estrella trying to say then? Is he trying to say we're going to regret selling Garnacho? Like, I don't know.
A good fee for him, which I don't disagree. But we all can agree that Garnacho is a certain level of talent.
Ryan, 50 mil for Garnacho is not a steal.
It's not crazy. It's not a crazy amount. Like, you need to be realistic. He's a guy that's...
PSG just bought Cavachile for 75 mil, bro. And we're trying to sell Garnacho for that price. Like, I just want to let that marinate.
But also, we bought it for 500K.
The hottest player in the Bundesliga just left for 75 mil.
75 million.
Like, if we get 50, if we get 40, if we get 35 for Garnacho, bro, I think it's a steal. Personally.
It's mad. Like, for me,
40 is great.
How much are we getting for? How much are we getting for from
we got it for like 750, 900K or something like that. Around that, bro. Like,
okay, so you're
not
getting
less than £1 million.
Bro, less than £1 million, bro. You're getting 50 million. And United apparently won 59 million, is it? I think they won 70 million euros. So they won 59 million, yeah. And Man United are saying, like, we're saying no to that, bro. Like,
add a
come
sell-on
on,
clause
bro.
too. Like, add a
And a
20%
sell-on
sell-on
clause.
So if he leaves again, if you're selling him again for maybe someone sells him again for 70 million, we get a good chunk of that too. So we can get our money. We're just again, I trust them to negotiate the best deal.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Garnacho suits the system. I think his development, I think he's let himself down off the pitch. And I think his development has not gone the way a lot of people thought. Because the low center of gravity we saw with him in his first season, be able to get past players, has declined. Now he's young. People might say that might come back, all that kind of stuff. But player development is not linear. This guy might be meaty for the rest of his career. We don't know. So for us, 50 million, 55 million plus 20% sell-on clause. If he does well, we'll get more money in the future. Then we move on. That's
what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you heard that, Australia, but we're trying to say, you're going to get a good deal at 59 million, which Man United want right now, yeah? By you demanding more, I don't know if you're trying to demand more. What are you trying to demand? What do you want? What do you want for Garnacho? What do you want? What's your mind?
Remember I told you 70 million, but I'm happy to take 65, like 65 straight. I've said that already because my thing is this, like you said, we've seen with Fernandez.
Stella, Mason Mount for 65 million wasn't a robbery for 60 million.
That's what I'm saying. If we paid 55 million plus add-ons for Mason Mount, why am I not dictating that for Garnacho?
One won a Champions League. One won a Champions League. The other one a Puskas.
We can't. No. We can't conflate the two. Let's not do that. Let's put everything within context. Because if we're looking at all the youthful talent around Europe, and you wanted to purchase them now, I'm sure you're not going to get them for less than what we're about to sell Garnacho for.
But be real. Can you name 20 wingers that are better than Garnacho right now?
Yeah, sure thing. I can name 20 midfielders that are better than Mason Mount right now, but Mason Mount's still more expensive than him. It doesn't make sense.
But at the time, one had won the Champions League, one was starting for England, the other one could barely get. Yes, he gets caps with Argentina, but barely gets in the team. And I'm not going to hear the Copa America winner talk because let's be honest, he didn't even play on that pitch. Well, with the Copa America.
But this is the same argument we're doing for Manu as well, though. This is like Manu didn't really play for England like that. He played a couple games, and people saying he's England international. You can't have it to fill the story.
But bro, he played a lot of games in the.
And he was impactful in many games. He was impactful in many games more than Garnacho was impactful for any games in Argentina. Again, bro, I got the frame right there. If there's someone who's a fan of Garnacho and his style, it's me. But we got to also be realistic. It's not going to work out. And we cannot hold on like how we used to hold on to players in the past. It's chop, bro. You get the
he doesn't want to keep Garnacho though, innit?
I know. He just wants to. He's saying 65 mil. That's a lot.
Already in the group chat, I'm not of the mind to keep him. I'm not attached to any player. My thing is I'm getting tired of getting jingles. My own thing is this: if teams like Everton are saying Brentford 75 million, and Evan Ferguson, whatever his name is, for 100 mil when he had that one season.
Yeah.
When he had one season, I don't know. I don't know why.
Effects going today, Pops. You got the effects going.
That's crazy. I don't know what's going on there.
You got the effects
going. You know, the thing is, though, can we have that mindset just because we were stupid enough to go and do that? Yeah. Like the thing is, we got to have a reasonable, because right now, Manchester United this is a case of two clubs coming in for him. It's a case of okay, we can drive the bid a little bit, but let's not take the piss though. That's where you have to be clever at, because then you get stuck with a player who then doesn't fit your system. There's so much greater pressure. The Mason Mount one was a case of, you know what, United were naive. A player wants to come over, cool. This one is the manager clearly don't rate him. Like you can't hold on to a player that the manager clearly don't rate and he doesn't fit the system. You don't, and therefore what they're offering right now is a very beyond reasonable for me. Go sell him, man. It's simple as that for me.
And so
we're making this complicated for no reason.
The reason I'll add to that is we should charge Chelsea more. And
we are,
that's the only thing I will add to that.
30 million.
But I'll take less money from Napoli. I'll take less money from Napoli, but I'll charge Chelsea more.
So
because
how much Elisa went for? Elisa went for 53 million in the summer.
No, 45. Yeah, the release clause.
53 million euros.
I think it was 55 though.
Was it 55 or 45?
Yeah, but you
can't transfer whatever around that much.
Can I just say, Saeed, real quick.
Because Ollie's paid for Crystal Palace.
No, 50 million. Yeah, 50
one
million.
second, you guys. Yeah. So the attitude that we all have.
The thing is,
that's
one second. Go on, Trilla.
In the summer, when it's time for potentially we need to buy more players, and we find ourselves in the same predicament where we're trying to raise capital, and someone comes in for an offer for Mainu. Please, the way everyone's acting now, don't be distressed. Don't go into fan meltdown. Have the same energy. That's what I'm gonna say.
Listen,
what's that? Can you repeat that? I'm
gonna say something here for everybody to listen to, everybody to see. If we get an offer that is above market value for a current player, and I know that there's a better player outside, I will take that offer. It's simple,
brother. It's smart, man.
I am done sitting here believing in the Zidane balls, the Adnan Januzaj, this whole Manchester United. James,
I can't lie. I'm not stressing.
Sit here and cry over Will Keane and stuff, and in reality, they're just not good enough to win us Champions Leagues. That type of style we saw win.
Are you scared?
Alex Ferguson.
I'm not scared.
No more. It's not going to happen.
You look like you're scared to lose Kobe Mainu.
Not saying there's a difference. I'm not scared of losing any player in the squad. Yeah,
but the other about we're going to be pissed off. If you don't get me wrong, listen, I don't want to sell Kobe Mainu. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, but if a mad offer came in, then
it's the same way.
It won't be the same offer
for Garnacho. If an offer for like 60 million comes in the summer for Mainu and we accept it,
that's mad.
No, not 60 million. No, not 60 million.
No. See what I mean? No. But
you're
not saying no now. But in the summer, what the same thing happens in the summer? The start of the summer will link to Bear.
I don't think we're going to sell Kobe Mainu. I think he's one of them that's going to be untouchable. I don't think he's
Garnacho. They made it very clear no one's untouchable. They made it very clear that no one's untouchable.
But you know what it is for me?
Well, Kobe Mainu is worth more than Garnacho, though.
Exactly, he's worth more than Garnacho.
He's worth more.
He's worth more than Garnacho.
Right. Me, you, Saeed, we all know this. But there's a difference between when we go in the summer, we're still trying to raise capital. We're taking money from their wages.
For me, the only player in this squad,
and then we're getting crap offers for Mainu. Then
I said in my match reaction, yeah. Hold on a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said in my mad reaction, the only one that's untouchable is Amad Diallo for me. This team. I'll be honest with you. You people might not like it. People might not think, listen. But I think the only one that's untouchable for me in this team currently right now is Amad Diallo. Whether people like it or not, everyone else can be replaced. If you look at it, Lenny Euro can be replaced. I'm not saying I want to sell him, but they can be replaced. So
now you only
Amad Diallo's got something special.
You're only saying that because your profile pictures with his icon, but he's replaceable too, my brother. Let's be honest. You're only saying that because the profile. Yeah,
listen. Amad Diallo's my guy. But the only player is dispensable. But you know what I'm saying? Anyone else we can improve on.
Saeed, have you seen the graphic where it shows most goal involvements for under 21 players in Europe and Garnacho's on top? I don't know if you saw that graphic.
He is on top.
That is great propaganda. So the United transfer team need to have a propaganda arm where we put out information like that when we're trying to sell a player. That's great propaganda for us, so we can sell him. The thing about Garnacho is what are his elite traits? What are his?
That's what I keep saying. There isn't major.
Stop.
Like if you're not, he's not.
Oh my God!
Like,
why are you talking about age, bro, man? If you're good enough, you're old enough, bro.
Wait. What 20-year-old do you know in Europe right now? Yeah, that's good enough to start for United, and they won't fall and crumble like the rest of the young players.
Lamine Yamal,
Musiala.
On your words.
One sec.
Jude Bellingham.
All the grace and the glazing everyone's given to Mainu, he has looked discombobulated this season, and I don't want to hear injury because he's been back.
What are you talking about, man? What are you trying to say? First of all, Ryan Cherky is Leicester. Is he 19? Ryan Cherky?
Please, people.
Not 19. I think he's 21 or 20.
21. Okay,
I think it's 20.
20. Well, so I don't get this. So what are you trying to say, bro? You're trying to say no 20-year-old can go into my United team and mash up work?
No. That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. So I'll be very.
What's that? The Gittins kid from Dortmund.
I know Gittins, yeah. Let me hear this, bro. Let me hear what he's trying to say.
Wait, one second. The same way there's a certain fan base or certain percentage of fan base are screaming, "Oh, we shouldn't have let Elanga go. Look at him at Nottingham Forest." It's the same people that will do the same thing when Garnacho goes. My thing is this:
they're chopped. They're chopped. That's not.
They're tapped in the head. Yeah.
There is no young player in Europe that will come into United team and dictate a starting place and push us forward for consistent.
Tyler Diblin.
Because they're a younger player, they're gonna make mistakes up and down. Whereas
what you mean? I don't get it. Every young player makes mistakes. Every young player has shortcomings. But we're talking about who improves us. You're telling me Arda Güler doesn't improve us right now. You're telling me Lamine Yamal doesn't improve us. You're telling me Florian Wirtz doesn't improve us. You're telling me all these players are not improved by United. You're telling me that.
So saying,
I'm let me ask you the question.
Yeah, no. Oh, they'll improve us for a period of time. This is what I'm telling you.
Don't forget the period of time, bro. You ask the question. You're coming to this United team and struggle.
You're moving the goalpost.
I'm not moving no goalposts.
I carefully said my words. I said, give me a player that's 20 years old in Europe that will come into United and excel for more than a period of time, not just a short period. What will happen is that we'll drop off because they're a young player.
So Stella,
I think that's not.
Can I just
that
respond
question,
quickly?
though, really? I don't.
Wait,
the
thing is, let's look at Ahmad for a second. Stella, let me answer the question. So let's look at Ahmad, for example. At 20 years old, he might have not been good enough to start for United. But we knew he had elite traits. At that age, it's important to look at their traits, not whether they're 100% good enough to start at that age. That's not the question. What I'm concerned about Garnacho is he doesn't have any elite traits. He's not a great decision maker. So if you're not a great decision maker, at least you're quick and powerful and strong. He's never going to be that. He's never going to be one of the quickest players in the Premier League. So he doesn't have great decision making. He's never going to be one of the quickest players in the Premier League. His vision is not that great. So you have to think, what is he going to look like in 5 years' time?
I got to stop you there. First of all, he's 20 years old. I want to keep saying this. Secondly, keep saying his vision's not that.
No, but answer my question. What are his elite traits?
Why do you use age for this player?
Player development is not linear.
Exactly. Thank you.
Because, like, we forget what Mason Greenwood was doing at 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
doing it. I don't.
Wait. And Oz, how many Mason Greenwoods have they been since him?
Oh,
how many
my days.
Yeah, but that shows you how age at 20 don't matter. You're saying Garnacho at 27 is going to be a 100 million player?
I never said that.
He's 20 is the argument.
I'm trying to understand what's the argument.
Bro, I still don't know what the question is. What's
the argument here?
Sorry, man.
Garnacho? Do we think
he's
going to get better?
Do we think
he's going to get better as a player?
There's no argument.
Stella, can I ask you a question, please?
It's simply the action of what we're doing. I want to get a fair price for our talent. That's it. I don't know why you man are getting on to me. I don't want to get Ginnels. That's it.
Let me ask you this. What do you like about Garnacho?
Hold on,
Stella, what do you like about it?
I don't think it's about what he likes. He wants him sold.
I care about money.
What do you think is a fair price for Garnacho?
I care about money.
What do you think is
a fair price?
I told you 65 million.
65 million. Cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can agree. Estrella thinks 65 million is what we should get.
Okay.
I think everybody else disagrees, so we can move on.
Yeah. No. Okay. That's fair. Listen, I think for me, all in all, like I said to you, man, this transfer market, we're gonna get. The Ineos are on the. They want to try and not get fleeced now. They're very, very active in doing that. Hargreaves went over. Dorgu, like I said to you, if that don't get done, yeah. Where do Man United go into as a left wing back? Sorry?
You said who went over?
Matt Hargreaves, the chief.
He's the chief negotiator for United.
Chief negotiation operations. He's in Milan right now. But the Napoli, well, not the Napoli, the Lecce guy said, yo, they came over, we want to keep him. That also can mean we want more money for him, which is fair enough.
Obviously.
Do you believe him? Because up to this point, yeah, they've moved, like, when they're going to go with transfers, nobody knows the link to them till it's almost done or till it's in the end stages. Why is it all of a sudden now leaks are just coming out? To me, this is all suspect to me. I can't lie.
I think the guy is just trying to get more money.
He wants more money. Which
is unprofessional, if I'm being honest, but it's what it is.
Yeah,
I think we'll get that deal done because the player himself, according to Fabrizio, wants to join United. And they have an agreement with him that if a big club comes for him, they'll let him go. So I don't think they're going to hold on to that. Like, they're not going to get much more for him than Man United are offering. If now
35, 33.
So,
are you man happy with that?
If we pay 40 million for Patrick Dorgu, I think we got
that's
I think over 30 million is already too much, man. That's the problem.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Lecce's fighting relegation zone. I just want you to let that.
That's
but then we also desperate though. You got to meet in the middle, man. Got to meet in the middle.
That's not the question you now have to ask yourself: what's an alternative? Who's the alternative player? Do you go?
You put words out my mouth. At the end of the day,
Alvaro Fernandez.
No, bro. Don't let that one assist get you. He gave a PK.
Nah, man. He's been.
Don't let that one assist get you.
Wait,
no. It was the whole game, bro. Are you mad?
You're biting the trap.
It's not about that, bro. It's 16 million, bro. Are you mad?
Can you play wing back, Fernandes?
Yes, he can play wing back.
Yeah. He has. One is a cheap buyback clause option. If we buy that Dorgu guy, or however you pronounce his name, he will not be the main left back we get, because in the summer we're still going to get someone else. Hopefully, it's Kirkes from Bournemouth.
He might get right wing back. He might play right wing back. You never know.
He can even play. He can even play right wing. He can play off the wing as well. I've seen him play there. So
yeah.
But my thing is, whoever it is now, stop that, and potential. We'll see what happens in the future. So I don't see the point of overspending. Again, it's another Malacia signing to me. And if you take everything into consideration, 30 M's is too much. If that's the case, I'm gone and I'll go for a cheaper option. I can't
lie. I'm not ready to count the money right now. I can't lie.
The first left back you're linked with.
We got the Paraguay.
Come, what we doing?
I think for me, we need left wing back. We need to get him.
Paraguayan guy. We got the Paraguayan guy, Diego. He's 18 or 19.
He's very young, very raw, very. He's
but
not,
if we're signing,
but Dorgu's raw as well. If you watch him play, he's raw as well. You know.
Yeah, but he's playing the better league.
I don't think it would make sense to buy a third.
Raw, bro.
You
don't think he's just gonna come in and
I'm not saying that. I don't know about him.
He's a glorified Malacia. He's a glorified Malacia.
No, he's not. He's not, bro. That's the way. He's no way like Malacia.
No way. So now everybody watches Dorgu, right? Now everybody watches. Come on, man.
I see
everybody knows his style of play, right?
No. I didn't say that.
I'm not capping here. I'm telling you for free.
I didn't say that, bro. I didn't say that.
I can tell you the games that I've watched. The Donny has feet. He has feet, brother. He's not Malacia.
Yeah.
He's not Malacia. If we pull up Malacia comps right now, he gonna have feet.
No. Forget.
And I said he didn't have that burst of pace, bro. He didn't have that.
The only thing that concerns me about him is one, him going forward is good, but my thing is he relies on his technical ability to get out of tight spaces when he's like close to his own goal in the Premier League at the pace that we play. Yeah, I don't.
Question for you, and I need you to be honest on the stream right now. Before that, Fabricio Bumba, did you know who that guy was?
I played Football Manager. Of course, I knew who he was.
I'm gonna hold you. I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
Man. Hey, Saeed, you can't do that. Wait, Saeed, you can't do that. You know why? Wait, Saeed,
that's not fair, man. Come on now.
You can't do that because
we're getting clip for that. We're getting clip for that, bro. That's a Football Manager, bro. Are you mad? Balance. End the stream, brother. What you mean, bro? I said,
bro.
Have you played the game before, Saeed? Saeed, have you played the game before?
Football Manager, what, bro? Are you mad?
Bro,
have
you played the game before?
I thought he was
the game, Saeed. You haven't played that, Saeid.
Yo, bro.
You can't do that, bro.
25.
You can't do that, Saeed.
Wait, pause. You can't do that. Wait, 1 second.
If you haven't played the game, Saeed, you get out.
There's been a list of players that I've mentioned on this channel. Yeah, I watched them in their league, but I found out about them through Football Manager. I don't have time
100%
of every single minute. I'm not a liar.
The way you're gassing it up, though. The way you're gassing it up, though.
Say wallahi. Say wallahi, you knew who he was before this.
I'm not Muslim. On Jesus Christ, on God, on my grandma's grave, I knew who he was. I knew who he was.
By watching him or at FM?
Puts you on.
No,
I can't lie.
I found out.
Even FIFA career
what I like to do is I go on FM in my spare time and I look at about youthful talent. And what I'll do when I have spare time is I will watch what league they're in. I can do that because of the fire stick that I have. That's
but what I was getting, hold on a minute. My apologies here. But the way you gassed it up, though, hold on a minute. The way Omar asked the question was when you were saying he's got the feet, he's got the. I thought, you watched actual games. And then when you said FM,
I have watched.
He did watch games.
Okay, my bad.
He said he watched.
Okay, my bad.
Estrella, you watch Lecce on the weekend.
I'll say this: Football
Manager. Fair play. If he's watched it.
Football Manager is very, very detailed, man. They do so much research.
Fair play. Apologies.
They do so much research on their technical ability, their mental aptitude. All the it's not like FIFA.
It's true. I can't lie. Football Manager.
Everything comes so many players like. Just go watch him. Just go watch him.
I'm not disagreeing. I don't think, bro, FIFA career mode put me on to, it made me an elite scout at this point.
But it's not the same as Football Manager.
Nah, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Both are the same. But my question is, did you gentlemen sitting with us right now, did you guys know who that man was before that Fabricio thing?
I knew.
That's all I'm asking.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Did you know?
Are you talking about the?
Hey, I've seen Serie A. I'm not watching. What's Serie A? Bro, actually, watch my content. Actually, what's Serie A?
You got
Right.
yo, Brian, did you know who that man was?
I knew he was, but I don't watch Serie A.
Yo, and you know who that man was?
No, we were linked to him about 2 months ago. That's the only time.
I guess I don't know because I didn't even know who.
That's the only time I looked him
It's
up.
like this. It's like that Nenny Dorgu. Nenny Dorgu. I didn't know about him.
You know the true reason why I was even watching that league is because I have friends that play in that league as well. That's the real reason why I was actually watching those games that he played against.
I've
shown you proof. Wait, I've shown you proof.
No, I know that. I'm not agreeing to that, but I didn't know who that guy was.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
That's fair. But when I'm saying players like Inacio as well, centre back, and we're linked with him, you lot are saying no. Then later on during the weeks, I'll see on.
I'm still not sure about Inacio, his physical attributes to play there. I'm not gonna lie. But if we don't get him, what's the best solution for you lot? Like there are some names there, Alvaro Fernandez.
Without the Wolves play.
Hey, Nori.
No.
I don't think
Did Mendes sign a new
Mendes.
contract? Did Mendes sign a new contract? Nuno Mendes sign a new contract?
I don't want. I never want
ain't leaving. I don't know. We can't get both of them. We're trying to get one of them outs in as well. But you know what it is for me? I look at Kirkes. That's my guy, bro. But we're not gonna get him, bro. They're gonna demand a lot of money, man. Kirkes would be the one, man.
And they're playing better footy than us. They're playing further. They might even finish in the top 5.
Oh yeah. If they win this weekend against Nottingham Forest, they could be.
They might finish in the top 5.
Say that again, bro.
But you know what's interesting with our links? It looks like we're going for like really powerful athletes that can.
Yeah, athletes. I know.
That's which
that's
I don't
what
mind.
he said. Though the manager said we lack physicality. We're a transition team. We're not like So I think he's trying to mix and blend. It
depends on the profile we want, Saeed. Like what are we looking for? Because Kirkes, he has a lot of energy. Reminds me of Robinson before he went to Liverpool. So I don't know. Robertson, sorry, I don't know. I don't know if you'll be ideal because Bournemouth are going to charge you a lot of money.
They will. They will.
Be cheap. It's going to be at least £60 million.
Liverpool don't want him, man. Liverpool are not looking at him, bro.
When we have Fernandes as an option, why don't we just try that, which is 16 million? Bye. I don't.
The concern I have for him
is he an athlete though? Is he an athlete?
He is. He was up and down today. He wasn't a technical today.
He's a technical.
Nah, but he has
a weird build. He's not really like
he's an athlete, but he's not a PMP. So he's not got that burst of pace and power. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, did you not see it today, bro?
I watched him.
He
hasn't got that in Premier League, bro. That's Champions League, bro. Come on, man. Like how it goes.
Champions League's the best competition in the world football.
Yeah, but it's not played at the same pace, bro.
I understand what you're saying.
That's true.
Today was pace was mad.
Against lower teams. I don't know if it will be the same. I'll be honest with you, man.
It wouldn't be the same, bro. I don't think he's that kind of.
This is the problem. Okay. You've got a problem here now. You got Dorgu, who doesn't maybe have the technical ability as Alvaro Fernandez here, but is PMP, or you go with a little bit of PMP but has way technical ability. Where do you go then? And that's the difference.
Depends on how you want to play as well. Depends on how you want to play.
Where there you go. Like I said, on that left-hand side, it doesn't tend to invert as much as maybe Mazraoui on that other side, maybe on the right wing back. So it's different. If you go, you could get. But the thing is, the good thing about Dorgu is you can play him left wing back, right wing back, right wing, left wing. There's so many options for him. He can play 4 positions, and that is a benefit to us. He's 20 years old.
You need players like that in the squad. You need
players like that in the squad.
And the other thing is, when we need players that are going to score goals from that position and create assists, like they need to be productive.
That's another thing.
Ahmed changes the whole dynamic. Imagine we had a player. Obviously, it's very hard to find a player of the quality of Ahmed, but somebody that can get us goals and assists in that position. Yeah. That's going to change the whole dynamic of the team.
Okay, that's one player I got for you. There's one player I got for you.
He will offer you that. He will offer you that, and he does get involved in goals as well. But what you need to realize about Dorgu is when it's going backwards as well. I think it's going to be. It will be a massive. That's I'm telling you, it's going to be a massive shock to the system when he comes to if he comes to the Premier League. I'm warning you guys now.
You have to take that risk.
Is he tall? Was him getting skinned 1v1s.
What was that? Sorry.
Yeah, but that was a bad comp, man. That should never have happened, man. That right there, bro. That's just people with agendas, man. I seen that on Twitter, man. That's weird. That's very weird. Someone put all of his bad faults in the game, basically bad actions in the game, and they didn't show the other side of it. It is what it is. You're gonna get that, bro. But listen, let's move on to the Cunha. This is a very, very interesting transfer now. He hasn't signed a new deal. Guess who's involved now in this deal? Arsenal involved, Man United are involved, but also Nottingham Forest are involved in this deal. I don't know if you guys seen it, but Nottingham Forest are after Cunha as well, man. Which
he fits everything Nuno wants to play.
I know.
Arsenal. I don't think he suits Arsenal system.
I don't think he does as well.
I don't think
if there's one team he fits, it's us, high key,
and Forest
and Forest.
Yeah,
I don't think he's not gonna. Let's be honest.
Chelsea not involved. Chelsea not involved. Chelsea not involved.
No, Chelsea low key want him, but he's not benching Cole Palmer.
No, he's not benching Cole Palmer.
Doesn't he suit Forest more though?
What was that? Sorry.
Doesn't he suit Forest more?
Forest and us. Yeah, Forest and us, because you can rotate him.
What you need to understand is this.
No, the reason why I said Forest more than us is because I have the belief that Amorim probably wants to play with a bit more possession, a bit higher up. I feel like Forest play a lot deeper when you see how
no. They like to break and allows him, the ball carriers.
It allows him to run into the space. Like his best attributes are running into space. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where I feel like when you're playing as Man United, you're gonna have to be a lot higher up and it's gonna be a lot tighter. Like them gaps where we see most of his attributes, you see Cunha's running. He's running with the ball. That's what I thought.
Well, you see, his passing is also underrated.
We need ball carriers. We We don't have ball carriers.
Yeah, we do. I know.
Big up, Don on tour, man.
Something we need to keep in mind. Does he? And again, I said that right away. If there's somewhere he fits, it's clearly Forest because let's be honest.
I agree. And they can pay for the money, man. Them. Don't think that Forest are broke. They got money. They probably got more money than us.
You gotta understand. The owner of Forest is the owner of Olympiacos. Olympiacos is a very successful Greek club.
Yeah.
So it's not like
they just hired Edu as a sporting director from Arsenal. I know. So the guy's got money. The fat Greek guy's got a lot of money, man.
I'm just saying. There's a difference.
Why you got to body shame him?
With Cunha, I think there's a difference here. Yeah? You need to remember, just because Nottingham Forest are in a good moment, because football's all about moments. And then
he wants to go, man. That's crazy, man. And the coach said some bad things about him, as well, which is not great.
We can't let him go to Arsenal, man.
I think he's better off going to Newcastle.
Like he needs to.
Arsenal's perfect for him.
No, it's not.
Arsenal's perfect for him.
No, it's not.
Cool for it. Like, we can't let him go to Arsenal.
On the left
or central as well. Central.
He's not going to.
I think they'll probably play him as a striker.
Better in the position than Odegaard. He's not better than Odegaard in that position.
See, here's the thing. Arteta wants to play with his wingers wide, wide, especially on that left hand side because we've been seeing.
He'll play that in where Havertz is, and Havertz will play 8.
I don't think it's a good idea to have Cunha that wide. Like
no.
Better running directly.
He's playing the inside and play him in the inside in the pockets.
False 9.
That's his best position.
Yes. So for me, he will play where Havertz is. Havertz will go back to left 8, and they'll play Rice, Havertz and Odegaard, and then they'll play Cunha in that role there. And then it allows Saka and Martinelli to run off.
Cunha where, on the 9?
As a 9?
In the 9, false 9, yeah.
I can't like you.
He would do a job, but that's not. That's not.
No, but in what they're trying to, I get it. They could play, but the thing is though, they have to drop someone in that midfield. Then who do they drop then? You're not going to play him on the left hand side, are they?
That's why I said he's not tailored to go into Arsenal. He's tailored to go somewhere else.
But but the thing is, Arsenal fans want quality. They don't really care this minute, Arsenal fans.
No, that's a bad idea when you're rebuilding.
You don't want to
get a proper striker. You already had a Cunha style player in Jesus.
He's a better version of Jesus, though. He's a better version of Jesus, though, I believe.
Is he though?
Yeah, he is.
Prime Jesus.
Why the damn thing? Stop putting.
That's prime Jesus, though, man.
He's probably the same as Jesus,
They're better than Jesus, man. They have differences.
Cunha is good, but like we talking Jesus at City, he was benching some men. His body's
let him down. His body's
also playing for bigger clubs. There's more pressure as well.
What are we doing at Jesus at City? Let's not even mention that. Please stop it. My guy's best season's at 9 goals in the calendar season.
14.
Oh, sorry, 14. What are we doing here? Stop it, man. Sterling got 20 goals. Sterling got 20 goals for 3 seasons straight at City. Let me not hear nothing about
how many goals involved.
Cunha hasn't done it.
Have you ever seen Prime Jesus? What is prime Jesus though? What is prime Jesus though?
He was probably at
Bro,
City.
Jesus at City, bro. Jesus at City.
Season and a
Yeah,
half.
but it's
Best
prime
season and a half.
Jesus.
But
Yeah,
that's not saying
his
too
first-
much because
His
playing at
first 6
Manchester
months
City.
at Arsenal. His first 6
Yeah,
months
yeah.
at Arsenal.
First 6 months at Arsenal. First year at
really good.
Arsenal was good. That was good. I can't lie.
Have you
His
mentioned-
first year at Arsenal.
Saeed, have you mentioned Brian Mbemba?
Was good. What's he done
Has anybody
since?
mentioned him?
Remember?
Rashford's
Yeah.
30-goal season was good.
Mbemba.
What's he done since?
Yeah, Bemo. Yeah. Sorry, say that
No,
again.
but
Sorry.
He might. I think we've been linked with him more than Cunha. I think we've been
One
linked
second,
with
let me
him.
just say Strella, go say again.
I said Jesus' first season at Arsenal was reasonably good. Okay, cool. Rashford got 30 goals. What's he done since?
What's that got to do with
Jay-
What's that got to do with
And
Jesus?
that's my point. Why are we?
Brother, you hate Rashford, innit, man?
That's my point. Why are we talking about
He's
it?
coming
But you
back,
can't
boys. He's
compare-
coming back.
you can't
Rashford's
compare
coming back.
Rashford.
Bro, I swear you need to meet Rashford in the car park, bro. I'm telling you now, man. I swear
Yeah,
down, bro.
he got to send him the elephant on castle.
Wait, say, don't paint no narrative. I'll say it myself. Like I said, I don't have any hatred or malice or any emotional attachment to any of these players. My thing is I care about the club. I want what's best for the
Nah,
club.
I hear it.
People that are disrespectful, manipulators, yeah, and you're doing all these little key games online with all these reporters. I am tired of my club being a joke on news. I am tired of going on YouTube and seeing talk crap. Got 101 things about my club. Man, them that are the problem.
Facts.
Leave. Just leave. That's it.
Nah, I hear it.
Well,
Let me just
Saeed-
get the super chat in quickly.
Okay.
MDRI,
Wait.
big up to you, my friend.
I need to talk about Jesus' numbers real quick.
Before we do that, let me just get the super chat quickly. Big up says, can we look for bench players at bigger clubs to backfill our bench and then shoot for the moon in the summer? There are a lot of quality that could fit in our starting 11 that are not getting game time at their clubs. I mean, I'm trying to think, bro. Who's bench?
There's not many. I wouldn't go that direction.
Yeah, there's PSG players like maybe the one the Korean brother. You know, who else is out there? Brahim Diaz. He doesn't play regularly.
Why don't we try to get Lavia?
Is that how far we've
Brother, you all right in the head, man?
I'd love that, but
Is
they
that-
wouldn't give us Lavio.
Are you all right, bro? Lavia.
He's
They're not gonna
injury
give us
prone, though.
Lavia.
It's not a good idea to go.
Yeah, but why do you think they're gonna give us Lavia?
They wouldn't give us
come
Lavio.
on.
He's
Rennie got
you know what's
good
funny?
relationship with him, and he's not really in the first team squad, is he?
He is. He's a very.
He got injured. He got injured. He was.
He's injured, but he's first team, bro.
He came back from injury. He got integrated again, and then I believe he got injured again. When he's come back since, he hasn't.
Yeah, he's because of injuries. It's because of injuries. If he's not injured, he's a first teamer.
Wait, you're saying injury prone, but a second ago you lot were saying Nuno Mendes. What are we doing here?
No, Nuno Mendes had one big injury.
Who
though.
was
Come
saying
on,
Nuno
man.
Mendes? I never said Nuno Mendes.
No, don't say one big injury. Nuno Mendes has had many injuries since he's been at PSG.
No, that's a
I
very
never
big
said
lie.
Nuno
That's a very
Mendes,
big lie. That's a very big lie, man. Go check his
You know-
history. He's had one big injury, bro.
Bro, Nuno
As a
Mendes has
fan,
been injured.
Stella,
Nuno Mendes is always injured,
Stella.
bro.
I'll check right
Nah,
now.
bro, he's not always injured,
Bro,
bro.
he is always injured, bro. He is.
He had one big injury, man.
Bro, I watched PSG a lot last season, bro. He didn't even feature that much, bro. Like, honestly,
Okay, I'll tell you now.
He's injured a lot. I watched PSG a lot last season, bro. Like, he's injured a lot, bro. Trust me.
No, apparently, man, them that watch other leagues is cool. It's cool.
So okay. Let me just read his injury record, right? So
No, he's had a few injuries.
he's out.
No,
He's
no,
out.
no,
Hey, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Who
He's been out
watches Lecce? I just want to know who watches Lecce.
No, I'm gonna
only
tell you
Nah,
right now.
when Lecce play other teams, bro.
No,
Not
only
Lecce.
Okay. Can I land?
I told you. I said I've only watched a handful of games, and it's because of the people that play in the league that I've seen him play against. I've told
Okay,
you.
let me land your point.
I never
So you said no. Hold on a minute. So you said he's injured all the time,
I
yeah?
don't watch Lecce.
Wait.
Let's
Let's how you talk. What did you say?
Oh, so you said he's injured a lot, right? You said he's injured a lot, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't say he's injured all the time. I said he picks up quite a few.
No. You know, I mean, your basics anyway is injury prone, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, I've gone. Have I gone? Oh, no,
He's got a lot of injuries, bro.
So okay. 22-23.
58 games.
He missed 8 games.
58 games.
1 for Portugal, and I think 5 in between October. 5 games in between October. Then he had 1 big injury between May of 2023 and February of 2024. But since February, he's been fit. So it's literally 44 games and then the 8 games in between that season. So that season he had a big injury.
No. Nuno Mendes, transfer market. 2021 missed 10 games. He was injured for 50 days.
That one season, one season.
21-22. Yeah.
It's a one major injury though. It's one literally.
21,
Hamstring, that's it.
21-22, he was out for 18 days, missed 2 games.
22, 21, 22, what are you talking about? He had a knock. He's missed 2 games, bro. Why are you trying to do 18 days, bro? He missed 2 games. Why are you exaggerating it?
To show you my screen right now, I'm on transfer market. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, no, it's 18 days doesn't mean he missed a lot of games. It's 2 games, though, bro.
3 week injury. He says he had 4 injuries in 2022-23, and he missed 58 games.
Yeah, that season he had a bad season. But apart from that, you're going on like he's been injury prone.
What about last season? What about last season? How many games in the league?
He never missed. He literally came back from injury in February and not been injured since.
So, but just quickly.
Oh, there you go then.
Does that mean?
Wait. What big injury was it? Oh, sorry. What big injury was it?
Hamstring.
At a young age, that's already warning signs.
Oh my
That's
God,
right.
man!
That's a good
Seriously.
point. He's right, Saeed. He's right.
My God.
Hamstring is a recurring injury. Once you start getting them, those muscles start to weaken, man. There's a good point there. There's a good point.
And he's having this injury before what? 22, 23. Come on, Saeed, man. What are we doing?
It's not exactly wrong, Saeed. You have to be careful with those kind of injuries, especially muscle injuries.
I get it.
Because this issue this guy is having, what's his name? Calafiori
at
Arsenal. Calafiori picked up a number of bad injuries before he came into the Premier League. Premier League is a way more intense. So he's especially playing wing back. He's going to be going up, down.
But we
up,
also
down,
have the
up,
we
down.
also have okay. We also have an idea that players that have not been injured before in other leagues come to Man United and all of a sudden injury prone. We've had that before. Have you not seen that? Never been injured before they came to Man United. Yeah, they come to Man United, all of a sudden injuries. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a balance to this argument as well, though. Can you agree?
To be balanced, you are 100% correct in what you're saying. But but on the caveat of that, it's vetting. Why would I want to take this risk?
Do you know Mazraoui's injury record before he came to Man United?
What was that? Sorry.
Did you know Mazraoui's record before he came to Man United?
It wasn't good.
He had a bad one.
I'll be honest.
It wasn't good. Yeah.
You didn't know. You didn't do your research on that one. It's very bad. It's very bad. But Man United still got him, and so far, like I said to you.
But then again, I wasn't one opting to get Mazraoui. I was of the consensus.
Oh, forget opting. I'm not saying. I'm just talking about the premise of your argument.
That's fine. Not about that though.
Okay. Yeah. But again, obviously, the price tag of Mazraoui and it's going to be different.
How much did you buy Mazraoui for?
That's what I'm saying to you. The Mazraoui price is different. So hence your opinion. No, I get that.
It's low risk.
The next one, obviously, the Cunha situation right now, yeah. Obviously, I have to go to Elite Pundit, man. Do you think we're gonna get him? Because apparently that could be the mystery signing. You know, what are you saying? Is it a situation where you think United will get him? What are you saying, bro? And everyone hit the like button as well, man.
I think if we put a bid for him, we can get him. And I don't know, maybe Wolves would want a player. I don't know who we could give them, but I think if we put a bid for him, we could get him because I think he would want to come to Manchester United. I don't think he's the kind of player right now that you miss on. He wants to leave. He's not going to sign a new contract, so maybe they will be a little bit realistic with his fee. Crazier things have happened. We should at least try. I'd be very disappointed if we didn't try. At least put in a bid. If Arsenal put in a bid, match that bid. Because here's the thing. In the summer, we're still going to need a left 10. That's the reality. So we're still going to spend this money anyway. So whatever we plan on paying for a left 10, pay it now and get the player. Because Cunha is one of the best, that half-space player in the league. So get him now if you can get him. Don't let him go to Arsenal. Not going to go to Forest. Right? Why let the gap between us and Forest get even bigger? Go get the player right now. If he's available and he wants to leave, put the money down. There's no point because in the summer would want to get him anyway. So if he's available now, because the argument people used to make is the players you want in the summer are not available in January. If he's available, pay the money. That's they just have to pay it. I'd be very disappointed in Ineos if they don't pay the money. Very disappointed.
Yeah, I think for me, listen, man, I can't lie to you. I don't see Man United being the ones that force the issue, man. When there's other clubs involved, we've missed out on this too many times. But if Ineos were to show me that they were serious, man, and they went for him, then I could be like, you know what, fair play. You know what I'm trying to say? But I can't see them being serious about this one, man. I hope I'm wrong, but this one feels like a step too far for them. You know what I mean? In January. Yeah, I generally think for me, they have to, they must, But I'm not gonna go out there and be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, Saeed, I'll join in the car park if they let Cunha go to another club, man. I'm being the
bro.
This is the one player. This is the one player that I wanted.
I want to say that.
Yeah, go on, Omar. 1 second. Let me hear Omar. Let's hear Omar.
What I'm worried about, though, one thing about Cunha that I'm very nervous is his attitude, and I don't think that attitude is gonna work right now. Even though he wants to win, maybe that could work. But that boy do got a stinking attitude. Hence why he's leaving Forest.
He doesn't have a stinking attitude.
Hence why he's leaving Wolves. So it's like,
no, he doesn't have. He's never had an issue at Wolves. He's never had one issue. They're having a historically bad season. They are going to get relegated. He's pissed off. They've offered him a shit contract, and he wants to leave. So why does he have a bad attitude for that? He's fighting on the pitch. He's the only reason they have points this season. The only reason.
Actually, amongst the players, he's actually very popular in the dressing room as well, man.
He's a good guy.
He speaks a lot of languages: French, Portuguese, Spanish.
This man Brian really said he's a good guy.
Honestly,
I follow Cunha for like 2 years now, bro. Like he's
no. I remember. I'll never forget that season when he clapped Ten Hag. Was it last season? Even though we won, but Cunha clapped us. Bopped us out the park, even though we won the first season. I said, bro, this is serious. I was at the ground. Bro, violated us by himself.
Bro, he was
just
bad,
literally bop. And I said, even though we won, I said, yo, how did we win? This man Cunha violated us.
Yeah, he did.
Violated us.
When he's on form, he's one of the most difficult players to stop. Very difficult.
Yep.
Like, I know people compare him to Mbeumo and all these guys, but Cunha, when he's on it, man, he's scary. So,
wait, Brian, really quickly, because you've watched Cunha way more than all of us, because I know since I've met you've been screaming this guy's name. Can I ask? Because you've just said when he's on it. From what I've seen, he's been good for the moments I've been interested in this player. So beforehand, would you say he's one of them players where he has to be on it to keep performing, or is it like he can still be like a Mazraoui, drop a standard 8 out of 10?
So
that's a good point.
Early on in his, like when he came to the Premier League, he wasn't getting GA as much, but he would put in good performances. But now he's starting to add goals, even when he plays poorly.
On top, he's hard. Pause, boy.
You know, so when he maybe when he has a poor game, he'll get an assist. He'll get he's doing those things that you want a forward to do. So when he plays poor, he'll get a GA, he'll get something. But when he's really on it, he's like a big game player. Like, you're playing Manchester United, you're playing Liverpool, you're playing Chelsea. He usually is the guy that's going to be like, give me the ball. We don't have that kind of, Ahmad is one. But if you get Cunha and you have Ahmad in the team,
look at this.
These two guys together.
Not been injured ever. The Wolves.
Very good.
He's very physically fit, isn't it?
Yep, very good. You know, we had a knee injury and that was it.
Didn't they make him captain? Did they make him captain?
Yeah, they make him captain, but
you can't be that bad of a character if you're captain of the club. You know what I mean?
He's popular.
No, he's not a bad character too.
Harry Maguire was captain of Manchester United for 2 years.
No, but he's not a bad character, Cunha.
He's not a bad character, trust me.
No, but obviously that's my point. That he must be good enough character to make captain of the club. You know what I mean? Harry Maguire, no one questioned Harry Maguire's character. It's just he wasn't good enough.
No, I did.
Good enough, yeah.
Real quickly, no. We won't do
a mentality.
This guy is hush puppy times 2, because there was times when he was at fault, his own fault for losing us games, diabolical mistakes, and he would come out after the game and say it was a team effort. That's why we lost. No, brother, it was your own fault. I didn't want to be a man.
But isn't that mentality rather than character though?
It's poor character. You can tell that's not a character of a captain that I want at my club.
Yeah, but you know what? He's actually not the captain. It's Semedo. You're right. You know, he's not the captain. Semedo's the captain. I should have corrected you.
He's been given captaincy.
He's won the armband.
He's been given captaincy.
Has he? Oh, okay. So he's changed then. Okay. Yeah. So hold that then.
And even his coach was saying his captain. His coach was talking about he's captain. He needs to lead by example. Blah blah blah. On the weekend, he blasted him in the press conference.
So you were saying Mbeumo. Which one do you like? Mbeumo. We've been linked with Mbeumo. We've been linked with Tyler Diblin. We've been linked to my man at Ipswich.
He's injured, yeah. Dibling's injured for 6 weeks, so he won't move this week. He's
transfer,
injured.
Oh my days! Yeah, I feel sorry for Southampton, man. If they had any chance, yeah. So okay, forget about him then for now. So we're looking at the guy at Ipswich that I like. To be fair, I don't think he's going to leave, because if he leaves, and then they've got no chance. It'll be so ill. irresponsible and very, very bad from Ipswich here.
The striker you're talking about?
They would never sell him. So we got to take that one out the window.
What,
He's not going to leave. Delap's not going to leave right now.
Your favorite player, Saeed.
Yeah, he's not going to play. He's not going to leave.
You know when you're mentioning these players, yeah? Do you think that they're good enough to come into the squad and improve us like moving forward, or you think they're just better than what we have right now?
They're better than what we have now.
Going forward, they improve us. Yeah.
Who works who?
Mbuemo, Cunha, and my man at Ipswich. Yeah, I think they do.
Cunha for sure. Semenyo, I like him. He's very but he's not erratic. But like,
Semenyo's very good.
There are times where he just has a stinker. Like he would just not play. Like he's zeros. He has 9 out of 10.
But his attributes
has a 1.
Power, pace, technical ability, left foot, right foot.
What do you think of Mbuemo, Brian?
I like
Mbuemo.
I don't think he's gonna get you Champions League and win a Champions League.
He's like, look, man. If we're playing in a 2 attack system, I'd like Mbuemo. But his partnership with Wissa is what makes him look good.
Yeah.
So if you take him away from that partnership, I'm not sure how good this guy is.
But he partnered Ivan Toney was good as well with Tony.
You see, also he's playing in a partnership.
So you're saying he can only play two?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying from him.
I also want to be very clear. Yeah? These players that you guys are mentioning, yeah, like if they do come to this club, the expectation is going to be completely different from what you look at them at now. I'm just saying.
That's the expectation, man. United, you're talking about seriously, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
Okay.
Like, seriously, the expectation right now is at rock bottom. It's at the lowest.
You can't.
Negative. You got to give him a massage. You got to go to the playroom, give him a massage, give him a hug, give him a kiss.
Steven, when you got to talk about Man United now, don't hold them into that high standard, bro. We're nothing right now, bro.
But that's rubbish. That's you, but that's not where Amorim sees him taking.
No. I'm talking about the level that you're. I mean, he's saying there. So basically, he's trying to say the pressure.
He called you Steven, by the way.
Steven,
Saeed, to be fair, he's right. The pressure is
the
players are going to be judged.
I'm saying though, like, what are you trying to say though from Cunha or whoever you're talking about?
Not Cunha.
Okay, who are you talking about then? What kind of players are you talking about right now?
Mbuemo or Semenyo, or what his name is.
Mbuemo, Semenyo. Yeah, I don't think for me that level is. Because you know what? They're actually playing at a level where Iraiola's got them playing wicked football, man. Their level is probably higher than ours in terms of their technical ability. If I'm being honest with you. Like, we can't play.
Saeed, I get what he's saying, because when a player has a stinker, the whole world at Manchester United, even when we're 15th, the whole world knows about.
That's down to our fan base, though.
It's not
a football problem, though.
Down to just how the media. It's
not a football problem. Or is that a Man United fan base problem?
Say,
that's only United, though. Don't say it's football problem, though. It's United. It's like for me now. If we go get Cherky now, hold on a minute. If we go get, let me ask you a question. We go get a Cherky now, yeah, and he doesn't run around, yeah, and he doesn't show passion, yeah, and he wants to play his way of football, yeah. All the fan base is going to go on him. He don't work hard. He's not bothered. That's the Man United problem. It's not a football problem. Because if Cherky goes to another football club, he's balling out. So it's a United problem.
We need that at Manchester United, though. Because I've always had this problem with Man United fans where it's like, oh, you just need a baller. You need both. There's a reason why fans do. I know you do. There's a reason why we like Ahmad. Because see, Ahmad, look at some of his goals he scored just from pressing.
Yes.
You need those. You need to know the kind of club we are at, right? There's certain players that don't fit at Real Madrid. Right, for example, Rashford doesn't fit at Real Madrid, and it's not hate to Rashford. Right, I'm just saying, Manchester United, we need players. Look at Wayne Rooney, players that they have the ability, but they have the work ethic. Like, you're never going to question their performance. That's why I want Cunha, right? Because he works hard off the ball, and I feel like he would have a good relationship with Ahmad.
But I think what I'm saying, is that I think our standard of players is. I don't think it's like. It's up there, like, Tyler Dibblin, all these guys, they're walking into our team, man. Them, like, I don't think you guys understand that as well. Like,
Saeed,
they're good players. You know what I'm trying to say, like, man.
I get what you're saying, but we're a poor team.
You're gonna do what Arsenal did, where they got a couple stopgaps who they should have been there for a moment, and they've been there long term now. Someone like Jorginho, Trossard.
I'm not saying get Jorginho.
No, wait. But the man that you're naming, I'm equating to them to similar players like that, because they're better than what we. They're better than
you've lost me here, man. You've lost me here.
Listen, they're better than what we have right now. in the team.
No, they are one for the future. Tyler Diblin, his ceiling is very, very high, man.
Nah,
what are you talking about?
You would have said these.
How are you talking like Tyler Diblin's a stopgap, bro? He's not a stopgap.
And the thing is, you know what's crazy? We were having a massive argument about losing Garnacho. All these players are better than Garnacho. All of them.
Exactly. This is what I'm
Every
trying to
single
say.
one. And the other thing is, and the other point that I want to make is, if you look at all the academy players, Manchester City have lost Fabian Delph, Morgan Rogers, Cole Palmer,
Morgan Rogers. Oh my God, is he a stopgap? Is he a stopgap? Please.
Lavia.
Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers. Is he a stopgap?
Fabian Delph, though.
Hold on. Let me ask this question: is Morgan Rogers a stopgap? Yes or no?
For me personally, I don't think he's good enough for United. So I think he would be a stopgap.
Oh my God, man. Seriously, man. You know what? Wallahi, you deserve everything you get. Wallahi. No. Real talk. You deserve a bad by United. You deserve a bad by United. You keep Garnacho. You keep them players there. Shame on you. Wallahi, shame on you, bro. Shame on you. Shame on you, bro. You deserve everything that's wrong with Man United. Wallahi. You don't deserve anything. You don't deserve anything, man. Yeah. You stay where we are. You stay shit, yeah. And you don't want anything. You're talking about stopgap. You're talking about Jorginho. Wallahi, you deserve everything you get, bro. You deserve nothing, my friend, yeah? You, Estrella, don't deserve anything. You're talking about
No, you gotta call him Steven. You gotta call him Steven.
Estrella.
Are you serious?
Estrella.
You on your mind,
Come
bro?
on, man. I tried to help you a little bit, to be fair. But Morgan Rogers is a very good
You're helping these guys like this, bro.
Brian, do you know what he's doing? Brian, do you know what he's doing? He's doing things like, when
man, I'm taking a break, but I'm getting some water, man.
Brian, when Wan-Bissaka was Crystal Palace, yeah, and he had a good 6 months, yeah, a good 7 months, and he was one of the top right backs in the league, or performing right back, yeah. People were saying, let's go get Wan-Bissaka. He's going to improve us. He'll be good. When he came here, in reality, what actually happened?
I don't know, but Estrella, to be fair, who was saying
where he wasn't good anymore?
I don't remember a lot of people saying, let's go get Wan-Bissaka.
So,
like he wasn't top of,
he wasn't top of the list. No one said that. We scoured 300 right backs in the whole of Europe, and we end up with Wan-Bissaka.
Well, that's the club being stupid.
He was good at Crystal Palace.
It's because every time they met him and he stopped Rashford and Martial, bro. That's it wasn't like everyone was after Wan-Bissaka. He was just unbelievable. And Leroy Sané as well when he played Man City.
See that we knew he's a good defensive fullback, but nobody rated him as like a player to use.
The right player to use is called Wilfred Zaha. My thing is this: you see someone like a Wilfred Zaha talent performing at a lower league team, you go and get them. When they come to our club, they don't perform the same, and you're gonna waste X amount of money on that player because why? They're a lower league team and they're performing there, so that means you have to pay more money instead of using that money somewhere at a different player who's probably well seasoned or well better in that position. That's all I'm saying.
What you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
I just think Morgan Rogers is the wrong.
Morgan Rogers is the baller.
Outside Old Trafford saying Harry Beckenbauer. You deserve a criminal sentence.
Here we go.
Morgan Rogers is a baller, bro.
Why are you deflecting, bro? Listen to me.
I think Morgan Rogers is the wrong example because
he's wrong example, man. Come on, bro.
He's performing at a very good level.
Come on, bro.
He's really performing. Like he's performing higher than like peak Zaha. Morgan Rogers is performing at that level at this age already. Yeah. So he's doing really, really well. So I think that's a bad example.
He didn't get even.
The other example is somebody like a Sadio Mane, who was at Southampton. Yeah, who was performing well at a lower league team, and then he went to Liverpool, got better. Like,
you know what? The thing is that Mane got better. Mane got better, but Mane was a killer at Southampton, bro. That's the
he was good. But so is Cunha. No.
But Mane was better than Cunha at Southampton at the time, bro.
I purposely left.
You reckon?
Bro, if Mane, Southampton
is a better example, bro. If you lose Eze, I would have said to you, you know what? Fair play. That could be someone that might not take United to the next level, but it's almost like for the next two years, maybe you could use. I would have won Eze as well. That's a better example, not Morgan Rogers.
Not Morgan Rogers, not Cunha, because Cunha has been consistent for the last 2 seasons at least.
But this one here, Eze, the thing is, what I've been against Eze maybe now more so than ever is that I don't think he has a killer instinct about it, bro.
He's a
good footballer, but he hasn't got that killer, bro. Like he plays within himself.
He's a very good
footballer. I'm not
but what we need at Man United is what we have with Ahmad, where it's like, you give me the ball, I'm going to go win you this game. That's what we need more. We need that in the left hand. We need that in the striker position. Even our wing backs, we need players that are going to be confident. Because one of the things that's frustrating Amorim is that our players are cowards. They don't want to pass forward. They don't want to carry the ball. They're scared of the ball. Like we need players that want the ball, they'll go to Anfield and they're ready to play. That's what we need. That's why I want Cunha.
Especially watching on the weekend. The biggest.
Sorry.
How old is Diblin? How old is Rodgers? I just want to know.
Diblin is 18. Rodgers is around the same. 21, I think it is. 22, yeah, 22.
I want to make very clear, and I'm not trying to backtrack here. I've said this last season, I said this pre-season before. I didn't believe that Garnacho or Manu should be starting for United, but it should be around the first team squad. My reason why they won't develop and they won't be afforded the same opportunities if they were at a lower league team or another team that didn't have as much pressure. Same thing now. If you're buying Diblin and Rodgers to come in, I'm telling you the same thing will happen. Yes, they look good now. If they come into this toxic turmoil, they're supposed to be learning off seasoned professionals. They're not supposed to be coming in and we're relying on little kids to drive United. We're not supposed to be doing that. That's not how football club runs.
But what I would say is
Rodgers plays in like Champions League. Obviously,
he's a starter. He's a starter for
Rodgers. I don't know. I wouldn't agree with the Rodgers one though.
Like I said, United is a different animal. We've seen this time and time again. It swallows people. It swallows the best of people. Pause. So like, I don't know why.
Man. You know what's happened, Estella?
What is
Nah, you gotta take a break for that.
I said pause. Don't do that. I said pause. Don't do that.
Estella, can I just respond to that?
Yeah, sure thing, Ange.
What's happened is we've got players that are not good enough, and yes, United have swallowed them up because they haven't been good enough. You sign somebody like an Anthony.
You're not sure what it swallows, man.
Oh man,
I gotta get off
with that word,
I'm gonna be told I'm gonna chill, but that's wild takes. There's other ways to rephrase that. There's other ways to rephrase that.
Yeah, but please, different way, man. Different way. Ange, go ahead. Go ahead, Ange.
You lot 15 or
what? Say
what,
something?
Bro, now it's you lot 15 or what?
I was just
rephrase that. There's other ways to rephrase that.
Okay, now go ahead.
No, the point that I was making is if the player's not good enough or they're not ready, yes, United will swallow it. But if you look at Chelsea, they've gone almost exclusively youth over the last 18 months. But they've got some quality signings in, and then their forced dreams have changed. So I think it's more about the quality of the player than their age or anything else. So if you get the right quality in and the profile, and then if they're good enough, they can handle the pressure. It's when they're not good enough. Like Anthony, he wasn't good enough, so he couldn't handle the pressure. That is the biggest issue. We just need to get the right quality in. If we get the right quality in,
Anthony, we spent 80, 90 million on a winger that runs like this. Like, he runs like what are we doing?
And then he'll beat his man. That guy? You know what he does, Brian? He'll beat his man, and then he'll come back to beat him again. Like he'll beat him, and then he'll return back.
He's just a bad, like, Jesus Christ. I need to talk to the guy who scouted Anthony and say, what did you see in this dude? Because he kicks the ball forward. You're not a kick. First of all, he's not a kick and rush winger, but he'll kick and try and rush by running like this. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's just.
And you know what? I think he's given up as well. Like, you don't see the fire in his belly anymore. He's almost like given up.
Because he knows his shit. You know, sometimes when you're a player and you know you're not good enough, but you're scamming a living at a certain level.
But
like it happens.
At the same time, some players is just the pressure of Man United is too much. Bro.
Who am I talking about?
Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's not okay. Let's talk about Rashford now. Barcelona are still lurking around. They're still after him.
Crazy. This one's crazy to me.
Bro, listen. Rashford are out for him. You know what I'm saying to you? What are we saying?
To me.
It's not crazy to me.
It's not crazy. I think
it's the kind of player that Barcelona would chase at this current time.
Brian, no. The whole Rashford and Barca, the way it has been portrayed to all of us United fans, I think is crazy and just exposes what people already know. If you have a English passport, the way they're going to cover it is all completely different to somebody else.
No. I hope. Listen, I hope he goes on loan. I hope he does well, and Barcelona should bring 50 million in the summer. That's all. That's all. I hope he does well and helps them.
Simple.
That's they need options, bro. They bought on Ferran Torres today. He's shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they got options. They were looking very toothless at times today. You know, I can't lie to you, man. It was looking a bit poor. They need something different. They can play up front if they need to as well. You know, they can do a couple of stuff, man. So
if there's one club that I trust to scam a transfer in, it's Barcelona. So hopefully they get it done. Because we need something will allow us to push Ineos, because listen, you can't lose Rashford and Garnacho and not bring anybody in.
This is why I think
I'm telling
bro.
you, bro.
Man, that
what could happen? I think we get rid of Garnacho and then we keep Rashford and it's like a new signing.
Hell, in no way. No chance. No.
Do you think it's tenable? Do you think it's tenable for Rashford to be still at United?
It's not.
I don't know if
because the manager doesn't trust him.
It is tenable. It is an option. It's a tentative option.
It's not an option. The manager doesn't trust him. It's done. He's done.
You don't say that.
He's done.
So yesterday, I think there's like a Mexican standoff at the moment, because part of the issue is United are saying to him, we want you to take a wage cut if the other club doesn't want to pay your full salary. That's what United is saying. And then Rashford came back yesterday and then started leaking, saying, hey, he's got no problems with Amorim. He wants to stay at the club.
I know.
Did you see that? You see that went around.
And these are the same players you're saying. These are the same players. Before I came on stream, you're saying deserve our arm around them. We should give cuddling there. Come on, concentrate, my friend.
No, you missed my point again. You missed my point. But I'm not going to go. I'm not going to rehash it. But the thing is, I've been the biggest critic of Rashford, but it doesn't matter. But the thing is, so he's come back yesterday, leaked to the Times that he's got no issues with Amorim. He's happy to come back into the fold. And then the other thing he leaked is, Rashford's doing double training sessions every day. I don't know if you guys saw that yesterday as well. So it's an interesting standoff. United are saying we don't want to pay any of your salary. If for example, AC Milan, who are not signing anymore because they signed Kyle Walker, but if they only want to pay 180,000 a week, we don't want to cover the rest.
And this shows me the kind of person.
Character.
I know people are going to come out and say your pocket's watching blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, you're a footballer. If you're really as good as you think you are, you cut your wages and move. You're big Rashford. You're being disrespected. Oh, Man United, they're not letting me play. Amorim is punishing me. You say, what am I doing here? I'm going to go play. Drop your wages. Drop your wages and go play football. What is this?
It's
like, bro, like I've seen players do this and left Manchester United. A lot of the players who've left United have dropped their wages and gone. So if Rashford,
I'll be honest. If I was Rashford, I'll be honest, I wouldn't take a pay cut. Even though I want him going, I wouldn't take a pay cut.
This is the last time you learn any good money. Mentality, Ange, I swear, man.
No, that's fine.
No, I wouldn't take a cent. I wouldn't take a cent.
You know what happened?
Bro, what are we doing?
Don't take a pay cut, yeah. But my thing is this: if we don't take a pay cut and he stays here after January and it's February the 1st, yeah, brother, he's not integrated in this first team squad. You see what that Chelsea manager done where he goes, this is Group A and this is Group B. Group B is the losers. You're not part of my plan.
You know what? Chilwell, I've not seen Chilwell and my man. Wallahi, 1 minute. They've been banished, you know.
They're chilling with Madeline. They're gone. They're held hostage somewhere until summer. They're gone somewhere, bro. They're not coming back.
Madeline?
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's
wild.
They all need to go. Man. As wild as it is, it needs to happen. They need to be held hostage and be taken from this club because they've been holding us hostage for 10 years. They need to go. That's
but you know what's mad, yeah?
That's what they need to go.
How will the fans react to him, Saeed? How will the fans react to him?
They don't really boo him.
That's why I said he's done, man. He's done. Why would I just hope he goes because
okay. I made a tweet today. If he does stay, which it looks like he's coming around to the thought of idea of staying, and he doesn't obviously the manager then is in a very, very sticky position, right? Because at the end of the day, right, everyone's gonna keep asking him, yo, he's here, you're losing games, you're not winning games, you could use him, like that question, that thought process. What if Amorim does a U-turn? How would you feel about Amorim, Mandem?
I'd be disappointed because
get rid of him.
Roy Keane had it correct.
What?
Leopards don't change their spots. He's not going to change Rashford. He can show a little bit of my head's screwed on for a couple of games, for maybe a season, for half a season. We've seen this before. And he's going to go back right to the player that he is because he's comfortable. Man United is his comfort zone. He can't stay here because he has a negative. Because if you're Garnacho and you're seeing Rashford, like it's the bad presence. I'm sorry, he's a bad presence in our team. He doesn't help. It's not helping, especially the younger players coming through. He has too much of a big influence. That's too much of a big influence. Everybody in the academy wants to be Rashford because he's big Rashford, right?
I feel like Garnacho has followed him as well. Like,
yeah, I think that's problem as well. I said this
Sancho, like people talk about Sancho, but Sancho was his mates. And look at how that ended up for Ten Hag. Like, I'm just saying, it's not a good idea for Amorim. If Amorim isn't in, he's done. He's going to get sacked. I'll tell you this right now. Because you fully lose the dressing room.
The other thing, Brian, is if we can't get rid of him, like alone this transfer window, and we don't play him for 4 or 5 months, then it's going to make it even more harder to get rid of him in the summer if he hasn't played football. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, even more harder.
We need to find him a place where he's on his best behavior for 6 months, get his value up, and then we can get some money for him.
This is Rashford we're talking about. Regardless of how bad I think he's at for United and stuff, doesn't matter if he don't play for 5 months. If he's available in the summer, there will be buyers and takers and suitors for him. Like, let's not do this. And just to caveat off that as well, if Amorim was here when the whole Sancho thing, when Sancho first came, that whole back and forth would never have happened. The only reason why Sancho reacted like that was within context. You had a man that you bought for 90 million. He was bang average, and pre-season you weren't carrying, but he was one of the best people pre-season. You weren't giving him.
He was carrying still.
I don't want to give him. I'm not gonna glaze because people are gonna say the area that I'm from, I'm glazing. But he was doing okay, cool. And then when the season starts, you got certain men that weren't even involved in pre-season or that were messing around, and the manager came out and said, "You're not taking it seriously," starting over him. I'm sorry, my place of work. If I'm busting my ass off, and I'm working for people, and I'm doing the above more than my colleagues, and I'm not getting rewarded for my opportunity, I'm gonna also be disgruntled as well, and that's what happened. So people saying Sancho's a rotten egg, all of this stuff. No, there's context behind it. Let's not do that. There's context.
You know, we've had a huge problem with players at this club for a while now. Even when Garnacho was coming through, he had issues with Ten Hag. He was dropped for certain games and whatnot. Like, so it's actually damning that clubs like Chelsea are asking, "Hey, how is Garnacho off the pitch?" I mean, obviously this is normal background checks and stuff, but it's part of the reason because they've probably heard about his behavior and they want to be sure. This is why for me we have to get rid of these players. They need to go. And even Bruno Fernandes, and I don't want to make this about players that have, apparent agendas with, but you saw it with other clubs. You need to have a firm hand in your dressing room. Amorim needs to take control of this team. If not, they'll take control of him and he will get sacked. It's literally what's going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's got to stick to his plan, stick to the formation, stick to his philosophy, stick to everything, mate, yeah? And F these players, bro. Yeah, it's
going to be. I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's going to be a very interesting time between now and the end of this season.
It is.
The club needs to back him. Ineos needs to back him.
No, I think this can either start to improve slowly, or it can just explode.
And it can just explode. Get dark. And it's about to get dark.
No, if you told me a crazy story about getting dark, I might believe you, bro.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you from now, it's about to get. Just you not be prepared.
It's already dark anyway. How can we get more dark?
Saeed, this is nothing.
Saeed, can I just say one thing?
Don't worry about this.
Yeah.
It's gonna get dark. Watch. I'm telling you, it's gonna get dark. Watch.
Can I just say one thing? We got thoroughly outplayed by Southampton at home. The worst team in the league. It's the craziest thing ever.
And you want him to come out and hug and kiss the players. And you want him to come out and hug and kiss the players.
Oh yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You missed. Wait. I got to respond to that. If you're gonna make a crazy statement like that, I got to respond to that.
Okay,
I'm saying
it's not a crazy statement. That's what you said.
That's the craziest thing. Because honestly, you're not listening. That's a problem. Actually, listen to what I'm gonna say. I'm not saying that you cuddle these guys. I'm saying that you create an atmosphere that you get them to believe. At the moment, he's creating an atmosphere where they don't believe. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean cuddling. No.
But hold on a minute. I think that he's making an atmosphere.
Sorry?
I think he's giving an atmosphere that they can believe, but they just can't do it, Ange.
Yeah, well, can we
talk about Amorim's first training days and how it looked very lively? He was involved. Now, Son is breaking screens. Because
he broke his own rule. The other thing is he broke his own rule. So his rule. This is another thing. So he has a rule where he doesn't talk to the players directly after a game. That's his rule. and then he broke it on the weekend where he smashed TVs.
Bro, you saw what Brighton did to us?
Where's that rule? Where's that rule? I never seen that rule before.
Oh, you've never heard him?
They said typically he doesn't speak to players post-match because there's high emotion.
Yeah, no, that's been going on since the start of the season. Yeah, since he started at the club. He doesn't talk to players.
He's not ever allowed to break a rule.
No, I'm just saying
it's not a rule. It's not a rule. He said it is preferable not to do it because people are emotional. Especially when you have a bad result.
I think he broke it because even Brighton didn't even have to play their best to beat United, which is
bro. You had Baleba doing the gritty in our tunnel, fam. Like what is good?
You were doing the gritty, man. The gritty.
So
tell me how many chances we created against Brighton.
I think we had one shot,
and that was a penalty.
But you don't want man to break the damn screen, bro. No, I'm setting the locker room on fire, bro. I'm setting the locker room on fire.
No, but so this is the other thing. Wait, Stella, let me respond to that quickly. So this is the other thing. As a coach, it's not your job to get emotional. That's not your job.
Hey,
your job.
It's your job on the line.
Nah, come on, bro. You can't. You can't get emotional, man.
Let him finish.
No, you can. You can, but it has to be calculated. It has to be for a reason.
Let him finish. Let him finish his point.
No. It's your job to be. So you have to take your personal emotions out of it. It's your job to go, how do I make these players better? That's the only thing you're thinking about. And I believe this to my core. I've always believed
this is not true, Ange. I'm sorry, it's just not true.
No, but that's my belief. You can have a different belief. That's okay. And you can have a different belief.
This is what I want to say to your point, yeah. And I gave this example. I give lots of analogies, and people say it's hit and miss, but this was the best one. I said it's like having a bad child, yeah, and you take them to private schools, the best of the best in the countries, yeah. And each school they go to, there's always a problem. They always get in trouble. But when you go to the school, they always tell you it's because of this, it's because of this, it's because of this. But a child saying, no, I didn't do nothing. How many schools are you going to keep spending money on until you address the child and discipline them properly like you should? If you keep doing this cuddling stuff or the manager needs to create this environment or blah, 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 bro, at what point are you going to address the actual point? It can't be all of this.
Even apart from all that, name me the greatest managers that haven't acted in an emotional way. You name me them.
Mourinho come outside the press conference and I made 11 mistakes. 11 mistakes after a post-match press conference. And what are we doing here? It's not the craziest thing he said. Or I've heard the manager say. Go watch Hackney FC. I've seen that. I've seen.
Look at you know the example I'll give you right now. Ange Postecoglou. He's probably the most motivational dude in the universe, right?
Back.
What's happening to Tottenham?
The history. I know. Can I respond to that, Brian? I followed Postecoglou since his Melbourne victory days. Because he came from Melbourne, that's where I'm from. So he is a flawed manager. He is absolutely. He doesn't talk to the players. He does it in a group setting. But he goes, I don't talk to the players. I don't want to get emotional. He goes, I don't talk to the players. So he never builds any relationships with the players. And Madison did an interview. He goes, yeah, he talks to the media more than he does us.
So who in your mind would be a good example? I just need someone that you'd say is a good example.
So I would say football's, especially football. I think Klopp's are great. Klopp would be the best example. So when Klopp came into Liverpool, what he did is he improved a lot of the shit players that were already there. He improved a lot of the shit players that were already there. And then what else did he do? And then he added 2, 3, 4 quality signings.
He's quality signings there, right? Before Klopp, who was in charge?
Brendan Rodgers.
Okay. The season before, or maybe one even before that, Brendan Rodgers finished second place. Okay. We finished 8th last season. We are 15th this season. Close to relegation. We'll probably get relegated if 3 teams were not worse than us. We are not in the position Klopp was at Liverpool. They had a manager that was underperforming, and they brought in a better one, way better one in Klopp. We're not the same. We have a group of players that they are on the floor. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. We've done surgery with Ralph Ragnick has said, right? We've replaced some players and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, we didn't do it correctly. So we've added a bunch of bad profiles to the shit we already had. What do you want the manager to do? Create an environment. What's the environment? The club is on fire.
On fire, bro.
So, and this is the distinction I want to make. I'm not saying cuddle them. I'm not saying, make sure their feelings are okay. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that some of his language, is not creating belief. They need to believe. That's all I'm saying. There's a distinction.
Can I just flip it 1 second?
There's a clear distinction, and he's made us worse.
No, hold on.
Here's the thing. I just want to say something really quick. The reason why he's not doing what you're doing, and what you want him to say, belief, right? Yeah, I believe you guys can do these things, right? He's not. Amorim doesn't lie. He's not really a liar. He's not that kind of person. He's not going to lie. He's telling them the truth, and he also kind of mentioned it in he doesn't have in an interview with Scholes. He doesn't have the profile players that he needs. What Manchester United need right now is not lies.
No,
right?
Exactly.
They need to be very clear-minded, kind of like when Arteta came into Arsenal. That majority of these players need to go. I don't mind taking the pain this season. Ineos need to be firm on this, that we need to change these players. I don't think if Amorim came in and said all the positive things that we're going to get results. If I'm being totally honest with you, this environment you're talking about, it will not change anything.
I'll just finish up on this.
We got a Fabrizio tweet. 1 second.
I don't think we're gonna agree, but that's fine. That's cool. We all have a difference of opinion. But all I will say is there is not a change in approach. I honestly believe, and we can revisit this when this happens, I honestly believe he won't be in a job come the start of next season. There's not a change in approach. Yeah, that's just my belief. We can discuss it when it happens. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll put my hand up and I'll say I'm wrong.
I just want to say,
that's my view.
You said Amorim saying the worst. This is the worst team in Premier League or whatever for Manchester history is bad. Yeah.
Did you hear Jamie Carragher talk about it? Did you hear Jamie Carragher talk about it? I agree with Jamie Carragher.
And 1 second, where was this energy when Ange for Tottenham came out after the Europa League game and pulled and was talking about Werner being he basically called him out at the press conference, said that that's not the standards that Tottenham should be playing. Is that creating a safe environment?
No,
is that cuddling
I think Ange is a terrible manager. I'm not a fan of Ange. I think Ange is a terrible manager. I don't rate him.
Yeah, can we just move on? Can we just move on? Because we're going around in circles, man. You know what I'm saying too. This is comment here from I think 1 a.m. Tweet from Fabrizio. He said, Man United formal bid for Patrick Dorgu was worth 27 million euros plus add-ons, not enough to convince Lecce.
We're lowballing.
1 second. Price tag around 40. Hold on a minute. Price tag around 40 million, as Lecce are also aware of Napoli's interest for the summer. Dorgu keen on the move as more contacts are expected between clubs. The one thing that Napoli are offering, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, but they're offering him to stay at the club to the end of the season, which is, I think, is a good option for Lecce. Yeah. So what are we then gonna do? We just go and pay this money, 40 million euro package?
Don't pay.
Is that, guys, for you? Are you guys happy with this?
That's a fair offer right there. If what Napoli are offering, I wouldn't even accept it if I was them, because at the end of the season, in the summer, there'll be more suitors. So why am I going to agree to a deal now? If the only way he leaves is if you give him the money right now, not stay there and then we can pay you this.
But United need him now. Napoli,
would you pay this money for him in the summer? Would you pay up for him? Because
40 million euros.
I wouldn't pay that because there'll be more options. There'll be way more options.
Napoli definitely won't pay 40 million for him in the summer, bro.
No, definitely not.
They're struggling to pay 60 million for Garnacho, but they want this guy as well for 30, whatever. I don't believe it.
But United need him now, though. This is the problem, guys. You're not understanding. Manager needs to sign his right. You get it, guys. It's not about just kind of saying, about summer. Bro, you know how long's left of the summer, man?
Saeed, the only thing I would say is he our main
January?
Is he our main target?
Amorim wants him. Amorim has approved of him. Amorim has approved of
the thing
this
is, if we sign,
guy, by the way.
So if we sign this Patrick guy, we're not signing another wing back a left wing back.
We might do. Why not?
Not another. The thing is, think about this. So we signed the Paraguayan guy. He's for the future. We've signed this. Yeah, we've signed this Patrick. If we sign this guy,
we can get one more. We get one more. We need one more.
You've got Delo, and you're going to sign a third one.
Delo's not a left wing back.
In the system.
Stella, we've got other priorities in the squad. You can't just be spending money on one position.
No, we don't. We listen to me.
We don't have other priorities in the squad.
Hold on. Let me rephrase that. The wing back option is we need more than just one. We need another one. This guy can play right 10, left 10, right wing back. and left wing back. There's like he could play multiple positions here, but we need one more as well, man. Like this is just.
But there's not. Then why don't we just put add an extra 20 million, 25, and then actually sign somebody that's going to be the replace? I don't think it makes. We need a striker. We need another midfielder. We might even need a right wing back to free up Ahmad. So I don't get the idea of signing 2 players.
How much?
Maybe
another.
Saeed, you're not really
put up the post. How much we offered? What 27 million?
27 million euros package. That's a package, though.
That's a good deal. That's a very good deal.
And they want 40. They want
40 million is around.
million.
What's that? Is that 19
35 million pounds?
It's about 22 million.
That's a fair deal.
Oh, he just dropped this. He just dropped this.
Yeah, he just dropped this right now. Yeah, bro.
Walk away.
I told you 27 million add-ons is crazy. They should take that.
Give me 32 million.
Bro, 27 mil. He not better than James Garner, according to Estrella.
No, he's a wing back.
He's a wing back. That's a fair price.
He's better than Garner.
Yeah, but for you lot are thinking as fans, you know, you have to understand, that we are desperate right now. And that has added. You know what it is, yeah? We've not done our job at the start of the window. We've not done our job in the summer. We're doing it now with less than 2 weeks to go in a January.
Saeed, we've been tracking him for a while.
I know, but I could track everything for a while. If I don't put the money down early, you know what I mean? It affects your budget later on.
Yes or no?
What do you mean? No one's made any big signings yet. January always moves slow. No one's made any big signings.
Yeah, it's always comes down to
this is about normal. This is about normal times.
City made big signings.
Saeed,
and
City didn't negotiate the price.
To get their
drop the money.
They have to just drop money.
Saeed, address the chat because people keep saying Harry Amasak. It's starting to really annoy me.
No, he ain't good. He's
not ready. He's not ready for United. He's not ready for United.
But concentrate. What are we doing here?
That's United.
How much is Tottenham by United for?
Mandem, under certain circumstances, I would have said, you know what, 27 million is a very, very reasonable one year. But under these circumstances right now, where we don't have the license to play around and whatnot, I just think for me, you got to pay that sort of money now, 32 million. Hold on a minute, 32 million, because the manager needs wing backs now. He needs options. Ineos have done lack of preparation. It's on them. Everything that is done is on them, bro. It's not you as a fan, yeah? So you're not paying this money, yeah? It's on them overpaying. We know they've overpaid, but you know what? We need this profile in this team right now. So get it done, yeah? Get it done.
I agree with you.
Semantics.
I agree with you, but I disagree with you. Yes, it's not our money, it's not our whatever, but there comes for every action, there's a reaction. I keep telling you that.
For me, I'm still holding the pressure.
I think the problem is we don't rate him. That's the problem here. People don't rate him. I think most people here don't rate him. That's why, because if everybody here rated him, I don't think people will have issue with the fee.
I do rate him, but I just don't think he's worth £30 million.
Most players don't go for what they're worth, man.
He's not worth that. I'm sorry, he's not worth that.
Most players don't go for what they're worth. But again, for me, my own question is, Ineos, do you believe this guy is who you want? If summer comes around, you still want to get him. If that's the case, the same thing with me for Cunha. Pay the money. Like there's no difference. Just like when Chelsea went for Enzo Fernandez, they paid the money.
They paid the money, man.
If you believe this is who you want, this is not a panic buy. This is a player you've scouted, you've tracked, you followed, pay the money. There's no difference. Because come summer, every left wing back we go for is going to cost minimum £50 million.
Minimum, bro.
It's not going to be cheap. There's no cheap. Alvaro Fernandez, people are saying, we should go for him. Yes, he's still there as an option. He's always going to be there as an option. That buyback clause is not going away. But at the end of the day, if we believe in this guy, pay the money.
Cunha will be the same price now.
Brian, I don't know how you go from Nuno Mendes to someone who's 20 years old and say he's the truth. Clearly, if we're gonna get
Nuno Mendes, he's an option. He's an option. He was an option.
No, I'm saying I know he was an option, but if I'm saying there's too much of a variety of depreciation of the levels we're going to.
But also, Nuno's not available right now. What do you want me to do?
No.
What do you want us to do?
No, I'm not saying I want him still. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we were linked to people like Nuno Mendes and Kirkes. This is their level, isn't it?
Yes.
These are the type of level.
And they can't get that right now. What would you want the club to do?
We can't get that. We can't get that now, yeah. So what you're doing now is going to for future and potential. So we're going down to the 20-year-olds, the Dorgus, the Alvaro Fernandez that we can still the buyback option. My thing is this: if we're still gonna, that means we're still gonna get another left back in the summer. Why overspend right now?
That's why I said what I said.
Because we need it.
That's why I said if we don't believe we are getting any other left wing back, then there's no point. If we are,
I think we are. I think you guys. I think you guys are making that assumption, and I want to. I don't think we are, bro. I think if we get this guy, that's it. And we've got a backup, another young promising in that Paraguayan Diego Leon guy. I don't think we're getting another one. I think
so. You're expecting a 20-year-old from Serie A to come into United to be their first team left back here and not have a backup whatsoever. With
no, we got backup in Mazarawi, we got backup in Dalot.
No. The backup is they're going to keep Diego Dalot.
Time again. Wait. Time and time again, we've seen Dalot, we've seen Mazarawi play that position and play it poorly. Buy the person for the personnel.
What do you want?
They're not. And they're not. Wait, Stella, they're not. But that's what backups are.
He's complaining a lot. Yeah, he's not giving me solutions. What is your solution?
I have given you my solution.
Let's just talk about
the solution.
Mendes. Fernandez, 16 mil. I've said it already.
But
I don't think that's the solution, boy.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
He's not good enough.
United are not going in for him right now. They're going in for Dorgu. They're actively going for Dorgu.
Stella, this is the attachment to the past. Leave the past in the past. When you get an old team, you don't go back.
You have to deal with what's in front of us.
I'm thinking about money. Because I know if we get him now, it affects what we do in the summer. Why are you going to overpay?
You care about Ineos' money, by the way, as well.
Stella, can I just say one thing quickly? Wait, can I just say one thing quickly? I don't think they're looking for quick fixes that are going to come in and be. No. I think they're okay. They're okay with buying youngsters that are going to be good in 2-3 years and playing them even now. I think they're okay with not finishing top 4 straight away, but they haven't overspent on like ready-made quick fixes.
Yeah.
I think, and the other point that I want to make is Destiny Udogie. He came from Udinese. This should be a benchmark.
Exactly. You weren't saying anything about him, were you?
But he was 18 million. He was 18 million. So we shouldn't be spending 40 million. We shouldn't be spending 40 million.
I'm talking about the risk in terms of him. I think also as well, what Estrella's thinking about is the risk of him starting. You know, if this guy Udogie came in, was one of the best left backs in the league last year. Nobody talked about his age. Nobody talked about his lack of experience. Nobody did. So you're talking about
is he good enough? That's the question. Is he good enough?
That's
you think he's good enough?
That's all it should be. Is he good enough? That's it.
Saeed, what advice? What did I say again? Don't compare. United is a different animal.
Oh my days, man!
It's a different animal. You keep doing this.
Yeah, but it's true. But you know what it is? Yeah, he jumps to argument 1 minute when it's. Okay, you know what it is? Yeah, I've given him the argument of Udogie, which is the same argument he's using. Now he's going back to pressure. That's all you're doing right now. You go back to pressure.
I'm not going to argue. You know what? You said what you said. I've said what I've said. I validate what you said, and I want to agree with you. Let's see how this pans out. And if we get him, I hope for the success. Let's see how it pans out. No worries.
Okay. Let me get this last.
But I want you to remember this conversation.
No, hold on a minute. I've not said, by the way, Dorgu's my first choice. Have I said that, guys? I want Kirkes. But what I'm doing is I'm thinking the betterment of the team and what the manager wants. The manager has approved of Dorgu. We go and get Dorgu. Simple. We need left wing back.
Eric Ten Hag said yes to the Harry Potter character. That's because we didn't have anything available. That was all that were given to him. So of course you're going to say yes.
No, but this is scouting thing. The manager approved.
You guys realize Kirkes is 21.
21 as well. I know.
They're the same age.
Yeah.
I'm seeing him doing it regular.
21 as well, 22.
I'm seeing him doing it regular in the Premier. I'm able to see him on a weekly basis.
But this is the thing, though, because what's going to happen if you go for Kirkes? That's what I said. He's 21. If you want to go get Kirkes right now, he's not a wing back. He's not as good as people think. He has great energy, but he's not as good as people think. And Bournemouth will charge you a lot of money. It's not like they have no reason.
He can play wing back, though. You can't.
He plays there for Hungary, though.
Yeah, but like he stunk when he played wing back for Hungary. He wasn't that good.
I know, but the whole team was dead, man. They were.
I'm just saying, like, but our team is dead. But I'm just saying, like profile wise,
he's 6'2",
not
bro.
the best profile for me.
He's huge.
Dorgu. I already said he's 6'2". Yeah, he's
got. You know what it is? Yeah, it's the profile. He's strong. He's quick. He can go up and down, and he fits the system we're trying to do right now.
That's what
I'd rather go by profile, and that's what I'd rather do. I'm not trying to think of money, man, bro. The money is the money, bro. Like it is what it is. Like we got Mazarawi for 12 million. We got Dilit for how much? 43. We got Ugarte was our biggest one. Xerxes was 34 million. They're not spending what they did last time. 40 million euros is 32 million. Like it's not a crazy amount of money, guys.
No, it's not. The main thing is you get the signing right. Because you know what's expensive, Saeed?
Yeah.
You know what's expensive, Saeed? Replacing a player that's not right. Stella, if you sign, say you spend 50 million or 60 million on a player and he works out, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if you spend 40 million on a player or 30 million and he doesn't work out and now you have to replace him, that's what's expensive, man. And that's a cycle we've been in this whole time.
But the thing is that with that amount of money, it's easier to get your money back. It's not
easier. Well done.
Like Zexi, for instance.
That's a good point as well.
Zexi, we can get our money back.
You still get your money back.
Yeah, we'll get our money back.
But Hoyland was almost 80 million. You ain't getting shit.
No, you ain't getting shit for that one. Yeah,
Saeed, my whole thing is with the Joshua Zirkzee thing. You see, when we've been saying, like, we've come on your stream and stuff and said we want these type of players, instead of buying overpriced people, we want to get them for 34, 20 mil, yeah? When we do those acquisitions and they come from foreign leagues and they don't hit the ground running, what happens? You get all these negative comments that start to affect the player and the results are not going to be on the pitch. You'll get the 20-year-old from Syria, yeah? When he comes on, if he's not what people think or what they expect him to be, he starts getting lots of pelters and haters. What we're going to be doing then? We're going to be back in the same situation where we're playing the low right and left wing back or Mazraoui because the kid has no confidence and he's not able to adapt. And you've overspent when you shouldn't have.
Okay. Can I do the opposite then? Can I do the opposite? Yeah. What if he adapts to the Premier League? What if he does well?
That's what I agree. I agree with you. That's what I agree with you.
So but you're going off
for what if.
Most clubs are not doing this thing anymore where they go buy from a Premier League team unless there's an opportunity. Their contract is running down. There's 1 year they want to leave. You then have power in negotiations. But if you go try and buy from a Premier League team right now, Manchester United, who are desperate, we are going to get rinsed. Yeah, we're not getting a good fee.
But Bayern, they're desperate as well. They're in a relegation battle.
I'm talking about, but they're not. That's different. I'm talking
about. They used to get relegated as well, by the way. Lecce.
When you come to Manchester United in the Premier League, who are we going to? The left back we want. We say we want. I know we've talked about Kekes. It's not going to be cheap, man. It's going to be a lot of money for a position where really you shouldn't be spending that much money anyway. Yeah. The max really is about what these guys want.
Yeah. By the way, big up to East Coast Red says, man tore up the dressing room. I think he has control. Yeah, and what you gonna say there, Ange?
No, but one more thing. The other thing is, if we had our shit together, the signing we should be making is Isak. Honestly, sometimes we forget. Honestly, I forget.
We ain't gonna get Isak, man. That's too much money. You man are complaining. Have you heard the conversation now, bro? Have you heard the conversation, man? We're talking about 20, 30 million.
The other thing, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm telling you? Listen up, boys. No, I said if we had our shit together.
Do you hear the conversation? We're literally talking about 20, 30 million.
You see what sometimes I stay quiet? Because if I speak,
you guys forget. You guys forget Manchester United is one of the 2-3 biggest sporting institutions in the world. We're one of the two, and we forget that.
I know, but I hear this conversation, and we have just been discussing now between 10 million, 15 million, and you're saying 130,
20
maybe.
Nah, I said if we had our shit together, that's a signing we should be making.
But here's the thing. Here's what I was saying.
That's how Manchester United should be acting once we get our shit together.
I agree.
Here's what I was saying. Yes, we've signed some Premier League strikers, right? That we've over the years, but one of our best didn't come from the Premier League. Ruud van Nistelrooy. And we went to go buy him, and he was amazing. So sometimes our scouts just need to do their fucking job. And our club needs to do their job. That's it. It doesn't always have to be Premier League proven. It's great, like Cunha, for example, are an opportunity that we should dive on. But sometimes just have better scouts, man. That's it. Just do the job. There are other leagues. We can get good players
from the Premier League anymore. United. We don't sign for players from the Premier League anymore. We sign from Eredivisie or we sign from other leagues, Syria. We don't sign from the Premier League anymore.
It doesn't happen. But Newcastle took the chance
under
on
Ferguson.
Isak,
We
though.
did.
Newcastle took the chance on Isak. They bought him from somewhere. He wasn't.
They put from the league.
Yeah, no, he was that thing. He was in Spain.
He wasn't pulling up trees on the league. It was poor. I just want to say, Brian, we had the best scout we've ever had in history at our club, and we let him go for nothing.
Yeah, there you go.
Ralph Ragnick.
Oh, Ralph, okay.
I think there was a list of players that he named. All of them players now, if you go check where they are, they're playing elite level football.
Top clubs.
All top clubs. You know, he said Alvarez, Enzo Fernandez.
Alvarez was cheap.
So, but
Luis Diaz.
Go check every single player on that list. Look at where they're at now.
But this is what I'm saying. Alvarez, how much is City buying for? £20 million?
We didn't want to buy him for 19. You know, we were supposed to buy him first.
Then we were bought Enzo. We were meant to buy Enzo for what?
They were waiting for Man United. They were waiting for Man United to buy him.
Yeah. Benfica bought Enzo for like what? 10, 15 million pounds. Then flipped him for 100 million later. Like, guys, just scout him, man. Like, sometimes, yes, I get it. You want to get Premier League proven. I agree with that. But sometimes, man, you can get some good players outside the Premier League. If you guys have, again, what's killed players at Manchester United? We don't have a system. We didn't have a manager that was willing to stick to his principles. And when they come into a team that's not set, it makes it 20 times harder. That is why, for me, will be easier for
When was
players
the last
like
big
Dorgu.
signing we made from the Premier League? When was the last big signing we made from another Premier League team?
But just to finish,
Mason Mount.
Was it Mason Mount?
That's a good one.
Let's comment.
We have a team, right? We have a manager that has the system. It will make it easier for these players to come in because the manager is going to stick to it with the same profile. So it's sometimes, yes, we've messed up in the past with players coming from other leagues, but we've not bought the right profile. We've not bought the right fit. We've overspent. That's the issue. Don't conflate everything we've bought from outside the Premier League, so we should never do it again. No. Yeah. You need to just find the right players.
Okay. We're gonna end it here, man. We've been 2 hours and 15 minutes. This has been a crazy show, man. What a show, man. But like I said, man, we're live every Tuesday, people, 11 p.m. Late vibes. I know you lot are in America here. It's good time for you lot to watch the show. So big up to you lot. But we do need everyone to hit the like button. We had 1.7K at one point, and we're still on 765 likes. You lot have a time now to get these likes up to 1,000 likes, guys. If you could do that for me, that would be amazing. So please hit the like button. And guys, man, Olski, love for coming on, bro.
My boy, it's always a pleasure. Top show, you get me. I mean, I really don't say no on shows no for 2 hours and 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But this shit.
Nah, trust me.
Catch me though. Catch me outside this year for sure.
Come on. Big up to you, man. Cute ball and love, man.
Yeah, man. Love.
Shout out my boy Nedu, by the way. I really got love for the man. So shout out to my boy Nedu.
Yeah, shout out Nedu, man. Shout out Nedu.
Shout out Nedu for real.
Yeah, man. Love to everyone, man. Subscribe, like, and it's a pleasure being on the panel as usual, man. We're back. We're in crisis, but we're fighting.
Yeah, big up, man. Ellie pinned it. Love, man.
Yeah, man. Great to be on.
Pinned it?
No, sorry, Ellie pinned it.
No, it's fine. Great to be on. Listen, Manchester United have been stressing me out, bro. So I do other stuff on TikTok. If you guys like fragrances,
chill, positive environment.
You know, positive environments. If you want to learn how to dress, all that stuff, hit me up on TikTok. You know, I Professor Fragrance. So,
Ange, big up to you, man. Love, man. I know it's early for you.
Good debate, boys. I like a good feisty debate. Estella, if you don't behave, I'm going to fly first class to London and find you. Right?
I'm meeting in the car park.
First class, Kazi. First class. Don't forget that, huh? Just be aware.
Big up, man. Big up, Ange. And Estrella, big up, man. Love for coming on.
Man, big up this community, man. I love this channel, bro. Like on a growing thing, man. I love this community side. You've done something really special, man. And just smash up the likes, man, please.
Yeah. Big up, man. Big up to you, lot. Listen, we're gonna redirect to Greg's, man. Greg's hype, man. Everyone in the chat.
Greg's is live, man. Yo, everybody just write Greg's hype in the chat.
Yeah, Greg's hype. That's all you need to do. Greg's hype.
Telling Rashford shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
real.
Guys, everyone spamming this chat. Spamming this chat right now. Greg's hype, man. I will see you lot in there in the chat, man. Take care, people.